Ahoy there, this is Derek, the convicted cinephile, and I have myself here a fat stack of 19 digital copies, 18 of which are from 4Ks, one is a Blu-ray, that I'm going to give out tonight on my very delayed, I'm almost at 600, but this is my 500 subscriber celebration live stream. So here it comes.
Talk, shop, pop, movies.
Intros. I actually meant to do that before I talked. I totally screwed that up. Anyways, thanks for anyone who's here. I appreciate it. Yes, I have finally hit 500 subscribers. It only took 84 years, but here we go. Um, this stream is essentially a ask me anything style stream, and then throughout I will be giving away, like I said, these 18 or 19. I'm sorry, it was 18, and I got another one yesterday. Digital copies for various movies. I'll try to make different people win each one if at all possible. But if there's five people watching, hell, you can have three of them. I don't care. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna do trivia questions. I'm gonna pull trivia questions out of my ass for each one of these digital copies. Is the plan. So we'll see where it ends up. I'm gonna shuffle them. I'm gonna shuffle them real good. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play this song I wrote in honor of this occasion because I like making parody songs, and this is the first thing I thought of because my brain doesn't work good because I'm an idiot. For my 500th subscriber.
Talk, shop, pop, movies. When I wake up, yeah, you know I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna stream about the films I like to view. And when I go out, yeah, you know I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot a bunch of shelves all filled with blue. And when I come home, yeah, you know I'm gonna geek. I'm gonna geek about award season to you. And I finally hit 500 subs. And I hope to get 500 more. Just to monetize when I hit 1,000 subs and sell some crap in a stupid merch store. Convicted. Convicted. Cinephile, 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 cinephile. Convicted. Convicted. Cinephile, 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 cinephile.
All right, we're down to 0 viewers after that video, and I apologize in advance. But like I said, this is going to be a lot of it, a digital code giveaway. So yeah, I'm going to do the first one. Just I'm going to pull it out of my ass here. I'm going to look at the comments, then we'll go back up and work our way down. Sorry, I'm just reading them on accident. This one, let's see what ended up on top. The Fablemans. If anyone wants a digital copy code out of my 4K copy of The Fablemans, answer this question first in the comments. Steven Spielberg has only been credited for writing 3 of his films that he directed. One of them is The Fablemans. What are the other 2? What are the other 2 that he has credited screenwriting credits for? Does that make sense how I said that? Probably not, but I know what I meant. I really should have grabbed a pen. I screwed up. I was going to write whoever got this. I'll have to do it in real time here and make everyone bored. So yeah, follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. Convicted Cinephile. Not hard to figure out. And I'll send you either the code itself or a picture of the code in a message on Instagram if you get the answer correct, is how I plan on doing this. That's not the way it's normally done. I'm sorry, I'm new. But yeah, we'll start with that one. And while we wait for that, I'll just work my way back up to these comments and questions. So yeah, didn't ask me anything, kids. Let's do this. Hard copy blues. Vin was here first. Yes, I am closer to 600 subs than 500 by the time I finally did this, which I thought was funny. I almost waited till I was at 600, but I had already made the song video, so I had to do it. What are some of your favorite bands or musical artists? I have the most random taste in music ever. I like some of everything except for country, unless it's old country, then I kind of like it. Like I like bluegrass and I like southern rock, but I hate country music, especially pop country music. But some of my favorite bands, I'm a nerd, so I love Weezer. I grew up on Green Day, crap like that. Alternative rock. One of my favorite bands of all time is They Might Be Giants, which if you don't know who they are, you probably won't like them. And if you like them, welcome to the club of the 12 people who still like They Might Be Giants. But yeah, I like a lot of oldies, classic rock. I'm an old man. I was born an old man with a heart condition, and I have a pacemaker and all that fun stuff. So I'm like 30 years older than my actual age. So my music taste kind of correlates along with that. And our I guess Holland Oates, yes, Pirates, I suppose. But Holland's great. He's always here. Tiana's always here. Thank you. Like I said, it took 84 years, but we're here. Tony, the first Bob's Blu-ray Hall of Famer. Good music. I assume you mean the music I just talked about, not the music I sang and played. But thank you, Maximus Callahan. I don't recognize your name, but I appreciate that you're here. So, we'll see if you get some free movies here. Expanded intro. No, that's the regular intro I've been doing for the last handful of videos. But the last like two videos when I hurt my back again recently. I'm finally like somewhat normal, like as of today, which is nice. Good timing. Yeah, I could not like leave the couch, so I just used my old like 5-second intro that happened to still be saved on my phone on my last couple of videos. Oh, Damien. Oh, welcome, sir. Where's the metronome song? Yes, Damien and I did a short film 300 years ago at this point, it seems like, where I wrote and sang a metronome song, and it was really bad. And you know it's bad if I say it's bad because I just sang that intro. Out of your ass. Well, I already took them out of my ass, these. So the questions are easier to come out after that. Yo, 500. LA Jewel. I like the Criterion symbol. I don't recognize your name, but I love that you're here. So thank you. Rank all 166. Oh, Tim. See, he's at a concert, so he had to give me a hard question. I'm going to pull up my IMDb here. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. 166 roles of Bruce Campbell in order. I mean, Ash is number one, and number two is clearly Elvis and the masterpiece Bubba Hotep. I hung that up because I've had it since the movie came out. And here's my cool canvas Ash drawing that my sister got me for Christmas like 20 years ago. I finally hung that back up on my walls. There'll be more stuff over here. Which how do you do backwards walls? It's weird. That way. It's over there. I should just look at it. I have a Blood Simple poster from the Coen Brothers I need to hang up, but I need to get a frame. And I have frames at my mom's house that I was going to grab an old Punisher one sheet and gift that to our good friend um, Mega Mike the Movie Man because I found out he loves the Punisher recently, and I'm like, hey, I have that movie poster. You can have it. Louis, oh, cat keyboard. I got the good keyboard over here, like a real one, finally. But I have the cat keyboard here since you asked for it, and my kid and I were playing with it earlier today. I'll whip it out. Let me see. I'll play some Halloween for everybody just for a few seconds here because it's the only thing I remember. Hey, did you get that? Can you hear that? You're welcome, Ryan. All right. I'm trying really hard to get rid of that toy to one of our friends' kids, but my kid keeps remembering it exists. All right. Thank you for the questions, by the way, for everyone who's here. I was just why? Why would you request that? I mean, I like making parody songs and things, but I'm not good at it. I mean, I'm okay at writing the song, but I'm terrible at performing them. Close Encounters and the Goodies and Ace Eli and the Skies. I don't know what that is, but what? That's a lot of stuff. I think that's the answer, but there's way too much in there. What is Ace, Eli, and the Skies? Close Encounters of the ET? No, you're all half right. Close Encounters is one of them. Thank you, Mika. Mika's everywhere. Also, she's seen every movie, as Bob and I say. Congrats on 500. Thank you. I'll probably do another one for 600 because, who the hell cares? Close Encounters of Sugarland Express. I think he wrote maybe the story, but he doesn't have a screenplay credit. No one's hitting the second one. Everyone's getting Close Encounters. Ryan knows who They Might Be Giants are. Thank you. Istanbul, not Constantinople. I asked for 2 answers and you gave me 75, but technically you are the first person to give me both correct answers. It is Close Encounters and AI, Artificial Intelligence, are the only screenplay credited films that Steven Spielberg has had in his career besides, where is it? Here it is, The Fablemans. So, Mr. Maximus Callahan, follow me on Instagram, please. If you have Instagram, if you don't, let me know sooner than later, and we'll figure it out. But I'll have a code here for Mr. Maximus Callahan. Do you have an Instagram? I'll try to look you up. Is it different than that, or is that your name? Are you a pretend account and you're someone else? It's gonna be really fun me searching for someone. Of course, the first person that gets a trivia question right is someone who I've never seen before in any stream before. I have 2 Maximus Callahans popped up in Instagram. If you are one of them, just let me know. We'll keep going. Thanks, Gallo. Congrats. They Might Be Giants does rule, Damien. You are correct. Vince, thank you. Thank you. Like I always say, it's been 84 years and I finally made it. What am I most excited to see this month that comes out in theaters? What comes out this month? Nothing. I guess just because I like Scream, kind of Scream 6, but I don't really care. I don't think there's anything coming out this month that I actually want to go see in theaters, to be honest. I haven't seen any of the Creed films and most of the Rocky films yet, even though I've owned them all for 20 years. So I'll do that eventually. So then I would be excited. But other than that, I think Scream is the only thing I even have any slight urge to go see. Otherwise, next month I do want to see Mario with my kid and stuff, and all the Marvel movies and theaters and stuff. I'm like most people nowadays. There's no reason to go see a movie in theaters anymore unless it's like a big production of some sort. Yeah, let us go for 1K. Yeah, you don't have to congrats me. It already happened. Hey, Fish, thank you. Yeah, he's working, so he was kind enough to come in on his lunch break at 8 p.m. my time to say smash that like button, which is a banner I forgot to put up, but I'll get there eventually. Mid-level media's here. Thank you. No, I'm not taking down that glorious poster behind me. Some people just don't understand comedy, and mid-level media apparently is one of them. But I love them anyways. Thank you, Ken. Yeah, the Blood Simple poster is nice, but that's another gift from my sister actually, since that other Ash photo was. She got me that also for Christmas, or remember, I don't remember. Several years ago. I had it up out in the living room for years, and then I think when I got those Friday the 13th box set posters, I flipped it out for those. And then now that I finally have room for it, I'll put it next to Bubba Hotep here. Oh, I skipped one here. Chandler. Hey, Convicted Isabel. How you doing? Congrats. Thank you. Thank you. Well, they'll both be next to each other. My Cohen brothers and my Bruce Campbell can be next to each other because they're essentially all brothers to me. He's like, thank you. It wasn't just me who thought that was hilarious. Okay. ET story credit. He does have random credits. Screenwriting credit. You have a lot of codes to give away. You got to give us more on some softballs. Hey, I told you I'd be pulling these questions out of my ass. All right. Don't worry. We'll get to more of them. Um, you gotta give me like Finbuster, you're grounded for being late, but thank you for being here. Desert Island question. If you could take only five, oh, I hate these because that makes me have to pick things. Pick five movies to take to a desert island to watch on repeat. What would they be? Oh God. Clearly Bubba Hotep. I'm just kidding. I just hope Ken's still watching to be angry at me saying that. But honestly, Evil Dead 2 probably. I kind of prefer the first one, but the second one has, a little more going for it. So if I'm in the mood for a comedy, I could watch it either way. Back to the Future, Fargo, Dumb and Dumber, maybe. Trying to think of something else that's really good that I like. I'll just say No Country for Old Men to make Damien angry. But yeah, those are five amazing movies that are in my favorites. Rank these four Zemeckis films. God, I haven't seen Contact in like a million years. Just by default, Contact would be last because I've only seen it once. Then Castaway, then Forrest Gump, then Back to the Future is number one. Always number one. Nothing will beat Back to the Future ever. Hey, there's my brother, Mr. Bob's Blu-rays. Thank you. This month I was able to save enough from Creed. Oh, thank you. Save enough from Creed Free? You mean for Creed 3? I need your Instagram here, kid. You want a thing. Otherwise, I'm going to give it to someone else. Get on this. What band would you like to see have a movie made about them? I don't want to see any movie like Bohemian Rhapsody ever again, first of all, because that movie is hot garbage. Um, God, I hate Rami Malek in that movie so much. I'd say they might be giants, but there's already a really good documentary about them that came out. So I don't need a real movie, like a narrative film. Let's say Journey. I love Journey. Why not Journey? Steve Perry. I am the man. Thank you. Say hi to mom for me, by the way. KB Loves Movies is here. Congrats. Thank you. Congrats for feeling better. This poor guy has been up in the hospital for a bit, so he's finally at home now. Huck, everyone's favorite ginger on the YouTube. Thank you, Huck. I love you too, Ben Buster. I can tell if that's shocked face or about to throw up face. Like that Tommy Boy. That's not even a question. Switch cast win. Yeah, they're both. That just depends on what mood I'm in. Castaway and Forrest Gump, honestly. Contact is great, but I've only seen it one time. You're not wrong. But none of them are as good as the Pinocchio film he released earlier this year or The Witches last year, which are both the best things he's ever done. This Fablemans thing is just going to go away if I don't get a legitimate Instagram account for that guy who answered the question right. Yes is the correct answer to that question. Green Mile or Shawshank? Yes is the only correct answer. But if I had to put a gun to my head, I'd maybe say Shawshank, I guess. Saves me half an hour and it's just as good. That's the only there you go. There's the reasoning. All right. We want to I'll do another digital code giveaway here, preferably from someone who actually has an Instagram and I can get it to quicker. Please, please. For the Academy Award winning film Moonfall. Oh, there he is. Oh, he finally listened. We'll hold off on that Moonfall question for a second here. I gotta search for this. Maxi. Is there a dot in there? God, I'm blind. I can't see shit. Dot must 0077. Hopefully that's a dot, not like an underscore. Sorry, I'm just looking at all the Maximus 007s there are. Hopefully, you're the one I requested a friend request from. So we'll keep my eye out on you. Anyways, Moonfall. We'll do Moonfall next because everyone likes this movie. I don't even know what to ask about this movie because it sucks. Um, for all the physical media collectors out there, which store had a special lenticular cover, slipcover specifically, for Moonfall? Which store sold the lenticular cover for the film Moonfall? If anyone actually wants Moonfall for free, at least, let me know that, and you can have it. The funny thing is, anyone who probably knows that probably bought that. So it's one of those weird questions. All right, hey, this thing got accepted. So I guess, well, I'm gonna send this question, this digital code to this person while we wait. All right, there we go. Well, he's responding with actual question answers. Thank you, Maximus Callahan. I sent that to you in a picture form. Hopefully, you can read it. If not, let me know. But at least I have your contact stuff. Okay, where were we? Yeah, I've got that. Rank these Seth Rogen films. Oh, my favorite actor. Knocked Up. I love Knocked Up. Knocked Up is so good. Pineapple Express. Zack and Miri. And Observe and Report. Observe and Report is easily in last place because it's the only one I haven't watched at least 3 times. Then honestly, I'd probably put Pineapple Express next. Then Zack and Miri, which I have a soft spot for because it's a Kevin Smith movie. Arguably the last funny Kevin Smith movie ever made. And then Knocked Up is my favorite, far and away. So when I worked at the movie theater, it came out the year Knocked Up came out. I still worked there, and I was taking tickets next to the Knocked Up poster, which is just Seth Rogen's face huge on it. So at least every other person in line commented how much I looked like him. And then when I talked, they'd say I sounded like him too. So bonus. Moonfall. Yeah, here we go. 2 down, 16 to go, or whatever the hell I have. I don't even remember. Can I recommend any Criterion titles that don't get much love? Oh, you're gonna make me brain fart now. I always say Brazil, but everyone likes that movie, or they hate it, like Tony, because I recommended that to Tony and he hated it. But watch it again; you'll like it. Um, I always have one in my brain. I can never think of the name of it. Defending Your Life. There we go. Albert Brooks movie, Defending Your Life. It's on Blu-ray. It doesn't need a 4K, so don't be afraid to buy the Blu-ray just in case. That movie's hilarious. It's Albert Brooks and Meryl Streep. They die and they're living in limbo, waiting to go to heaven or hell. And yeah, that's just them like having a relationship in limbo. But it's really funny and really interesting. We don't talk. Well, I'm glad you got a better movie out of me then. Pineapple. Pineapple's great. It is funny. I love Danny McBride in it. My brother hates Danny McBride. I hope Ken doesn't do this crap when I have my celebratory. Hey, he's asking me questions. I'm not angry at him. Tarjay Boutique is correct, Hunter Dean. You get, if you want it, copy of Moonfall. Let me know what your Instagram is if I don't already follow you, just to be safe. Or is that just like your name? And I can look for you. I'll try not to be that boring. Yeah, let me know what your Instagram is. I'll search for it as soon as I can. Um, no, sorry, we already got it. It's not best guy, or is it beat guy? Both of those are incorrect. I'm sorry. Uh, the hurricane season was over. Thanks, dog. Ooh, 12 Monkeys or The Fifth Element. Those are both really good and very different, and both involve numbers and Bruce Willis. And came out in the late 90s and are science fiction movies. Fifth Element is probably more fun, but I like 12 Monkeys more because I like the weird time travel element and I love Brad Pitt in it and I like Terry Gilliam movies. and that's probably Terry Gilliam's most accessible film that I've seen, which is a weird thing to say about 12 Monkeys. Anything about 12 Monkeys is weird. Yeah. Make these I don't have Piggly Wigglies where I live, so I have to, ignore that. Sorry. Um, if we're going by having movies in stock, my Best Buys are better than Target, and Target is not as good as Walmart, probably. Walmart, at least you got those dump bins you might find something fun in. Target has, like, 3 movies on their shelf if you're lucky, and it's the Blu-ray copy of the movie you wanted in 4K. But Walmart, at least you could find some random thing that's cool there. The only time you ever find anything good at Target is if they're randomly clearancing out their store exclusives, like when I bought Moonfall for 70% off, hence why I even have that movie in the first place. Or when you find a 4K Criterion of, what was it, Mulholland Drive for half price, that was a Christmas gift return last year, just laying on the floor at Target. It's in one of my videos. I'm like, why is that laying there? I'm like, I need to get this. And it's like goes clearance half off for some reason. And it was on David Lynch's birthday that I found it. So, like I said, the movie gods were shining on me that day. But yeah, Best Buy, the ones by me still have movies. So I have to go that. Thank you, Mizzy. Always nice to see you in around. Mr. M. I swear, like half these people are one person with different accounts. Another desert island question. If you could have 5 movies on a desert island, etc., etc., so no one would be oh, like, if I had to take them with me so no one would have to watch them? Like, I'm sacrificing 5 movies for everyone else's sake? So 5 movies that I hate. Yeah, yeah, sure, Bohemian Rhapsody could be one of them. There's nothing good in that movie outside of the last 5 minutes, and even that's not great. Oh, god. I really hate I Am Legend, and I know everyone loves that movie except for me for some reason. And now I don't like Will Smith even more, so that just makes me really not wanna watch it. I don't hate a lot of movies. Batman versus Superman, I hate that movie a lot, and I love superhero movies and just superheroes in general. I can't even think of 5 movies I hate that badly because I haven't seen those movies. Let's say the theatrical cut of Justice League, because nobody needs that. That's an easy one, since we're on the same path here. I usually like really bad movies that are fun, like Batman and Robin. I'll watch every day because it's hilarious. I'll watch that 1,000 times before I watch either of the other 2 that I just mentioned. I'm, like, looking at stuff in my room to, like, make me remember, but I can't. It's not working. It's bad. I don't hate enough movies to really answer that question, honestly. Nothing has yeah. I really hate I Am Legend. The only movie I've ever walked out of in my life was Miami Vice, so let's just add that to the list and we'll keep it there. People saying ahoy to everybody. Oh god, Night at the Roxbury. I don't remember anything from Night at the Roxbury, but I remember it not being very funny because I really loved SNL at the time, and the movie just seemed really long and boring. But I really enjoy Saving Silverman. Saving Silverman's hilarious, especially the DVD like R-rated cut or whatever of it. That movie's hilarious. Babadoo. Emilio. I need to watch it again, but I don't want to like pay to see it. That's the problem. Yeah, I try not to hate things. I try not to watch things I know I'm going to hate based on. Oh, see, that's hard because they're both correct answers. It's like your Shawshank Green Mile question, except for crappy Nicolas Cage action movies that are hilarious. I don't know. I saw both of these in theaters when I was like 9 years old. Well, I was like, I forget how old I was, like maybe 10 or 11. Whenever they came out, however old I was, I saw them both in theaters and I loved both of them, and I still do. That's when I still liked action movies. I don't really like action movies anymore. I don't know why. I just have no interest in them. Because yeah, they're all the same for the most part to me, and these are just more fun. I like the ensemble in Con Air, but I love the cheesy concept of Face Off more, so I think I might go with Face Off. Apparently, I need to see Night of the Roxbury again. Besides the Batman for original score, what are the greatest snubs in Oscar history? Oh, you're making me go way back. Like for nominations wise? Like, you could just say Batman and cinematography too, if you're gonna go say Batman. Jake Gyllenhaal for actor for Nightcrawler, easily, was, like, the worst one of the decade, probably. Of that decade, at least. Potentially the worst of the century so far, honestly, looking back on it. Oh, I'm trying to think of a lot of really bad ones. That's my biggest. Gone Girl for everything it wasn't nominated for besides Best Actress, because Gone Girl was fantastic. That was the same year. That was a great year for, like, dark dramedies, like, kind of dark comedy drama movies. You had Gone Girl and Nightcrawler the same year. Both of them are amazing, and both of them are arguably better than everything else that came out that year. Yeah, Gone Girl should have been up 4/1 for screenplay, and, you could even say actor for Ben Affleck, but director for sure, picture, yeah, and anything the Coen Brothers did. Miller's Crossing for anything, honestly, back in 1990. That movie's outstanding. Suggestion? SNL. Have a suggestion on your SNL. There's okay, sorry, I don't know why that question was read so confusing. Yes, I have seen Blues Brothers. I actually have it on 4K. I bought it last Father's Day on Groove, and I haven't rewatched it yet. I haven't seen it for probably 15 years at least. But I like it. It's too long. I don't know why it's 2.5 hours long, damn near. But Blues Brothers is great, but it's no Wayne's World. Let's put it that way. And I also love MacGruber. MacGruber is like one of the funniest movies ever. I will. Send it to me. You have 3 of them probably. Who should have won Best Actor in 1969? Well, let me think. Won Best Actor in 1969. Rod Steiger? He's good. Keep him. Wait, no, that wasn't it. That was Midnight Cowboy year. Let's go with Dustin Hoffman. Dustin Hoffman for Midnight Cowboy. He is straight basketball hoop. That's what that looks like to me. It's a trash can. He's hilarious in that movie, and Eastbound and Down is a funny show. He can't help that he hurt or ruined Halloween. Yeah, 2001 not getting nominated for picture is a good one. Yeah, yeah. Although a lot of people hate that movie. Stanley Kubrick not winning an Oscar for best directing is a bad thing, but he at least was nominated multiple times. What movie that doesn't have a sequel would I like a sequel? Not many, honestly. I don't like sequels that often unless it's like something that has source material that could build a sequel on, like a superhero movie. Movie without a sequel. I mean, I would love to see the planned but never created sequel for Bubba Hotep, Bubba Nosferatu, with Paul Giamatti playing Van Helsing. That would have been a good movie. That was a real thing at the time. So let's just say that. Don't get, yeah. I'm not an encyclopedia, but I could go for a while. What would you think? What do I think will win Best Picture? It's Everything Everywhere is going to win Best Picture at the Oscars easily. It won Screen Actors Guild, Directors Guild, and Producers Guild, and no movie since Apollo 13 has lost Best Picture that won all 3 of those. It's going to win the Writers Guild Award, which I think it's tomorrow? It's this weekend. I actually checked before this, and it didn't happen yet, so it's either very late tonight or tomorrow, and if it wins all 4 of those, it'll be the first one to do that since No Country for Old Men, the best movie ever. And if it wins the editing guild, it'll be the first movie to win all 5 of those and best picture. So it's doing some shit, that Everything Everywhere film, and it deserves it because it's great. But yeah, easily Everything Everywhere is going to win, and director, and probably screenplay, and hopefully best actress. Yeah, yeah. 2014 is amazing. It honestly is, and there was so much that wasn't nominated. 2019 was good. 2014 was good. 2010 was pretty good. Oh, I have to go out and look at my movies. 2015 was really good, actually. At least like the top like half, because you got like Mad Max and Spotlight and The Revenant and Big Short. Those are all really good. Yeah, Miller's Crossing's great. Thank you, Mike Snow. If you haven't seen Miller's Crossing, do yourself a favor. What you don't like, Kenny Powers. He's Bound It Down is hilarious. I actually really like that show. It's like surprisingly like heartfelt for some reason. Superstar. Another one I haven't seen since. Did I see that in theaters? I think I either saw it in theaters or I rented it around when it came out. Either way, I didn't really like it. But yeah, 2019 was. It's a good thing that happened before COVID because we had a couple of, like, weird years right after that. So at least we went out with a bang before the world ended with 2019's movies. Hey, he's funny, Bob. You don't like Jim Carrey either. You don't get an opinion on what's funny, Bob. I can give you shit. You're my brother. I agree that he probably shouldn't have written the Halloween films. That I don't argue, but, I like the things he's in that are funny. Yeah, he only won that's what he won for. He only won for visual effects for at least he has an Oscar. I mean, he's dead now, so, like, unless he's buried with it, he doesn't have it anymore. Kindergarten oh, damn you. Those are both great underrated classics. Kindergarten Cop or Last Action Hero? I finally watched The Running Man on 4K last night, actually. I watched it, and it was more like listening to it in the background while I was farting around, but I've seen it 100 times, so it's okay. Um, like 10-year-old me would have said Kindergarten Cop, but now that I'm older and I appreciate how ahead of its time Last Action Hero really was, I'll probably say Last Action Hero because that movie is so underrated. Hey, Benicio. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Well, both Vins are here. They're going to start fighting in the crowd. What they do. See? Told you. That's fighting words right there. Everything Everywhere still your favorite film of 2022? Yeah, it's up there. It's not my favorite, but it's up there. Oh yeah, you told me I need to read it. I don't like reading though. I hate reading things. I love when they were interviewed about how they wrote that movie. They were like just assholes about it and was like, "Well, Joel held the book open and I typed." It's like what they said, how they wrote the movie together. But I believe you that it's great. You're not the first person to tell me that it's like exactly like the movie. Some other people have told me that as well. Miller's Crossing, yeah, it's on. There's a Criterion I'll recommend. Since someone asked that earlier, get Miller's Crossing, even though it's only a Blu-ray. I haven't, but I own it and I need to watch it. I bought that Criterion last July during their sale. I don't think I ever got the correct Instagram for that Moonfall code. I don't know if anyone even fucking wants it, to be honest with you. Whoever won that Moonfall thing, let me know your Instagram name or come friend me if you haven't. Maybe you did and I'm just not paying attention. I'll check quick. All right. Well, the other one got theirs, so I'm doing something right. Franklin Bulldog 81. I don't know who you are. Yeah, sure, what the hell. All right. I haven't. It actually I just read the Independent Spirit Awards happened today. I just read the winners and Emily the Criminal won best first screenplay and Everything Everywhere won everything else pretty much, not surprisingly. But Michelle Yeoh beat they have the combined gender acting awards, which I'm not a fan of. I just like having more awards. So they have 10 nominees of men and women all mashed together for best lead and best supporting performance. So Michelle Yeoh won for lead and Ke Huy Quan won for supporting, which is great. It's a great looking Blu-ray. Great. I assume you're talking about Miller's Crossing. Oh yeah, yeah. When is Fargo 4K was supposed to come out? What, like early this year, right? I did actually see yesterday the what's his name, the Disc Father or one of those. I think it was a Disc Father, one of those folks said it's still coming this year. It just keeps getting delayed for whatever fucking reason. You sent me a message. There you are. Thank you, sir. I almost sent you not the photo. Here we go. All right, here comes your digital code. Hopefully you can read it. The other guy did, so it's your fault if you can't. I can read it. If I can read it, you can read it because I can't see shit even with my glasses on. Oh, here I'll send it to you again just in case because I accidentally did the thing where it disappears, which I think is stupid. Click. Keep it chat. There we go. Now you have it for sure. All right. Well, in a sense, we did that. Since we're talking about Danny McBride in the audience, who wants a free copy of the best Halloween film in the crappy Halloween trilogy? Halloween Kills, which is honestly probably the one I enjoyed the most in the theaters. It's not the best one, but it's also not the worst one, uh, in my opinion. But if anyone wants a Halloween Kills digital copy from the 4K, uh, what was the original title for Halloween before they turned it into Halloween? First one to answer that question can have a copy of Halloween Kills on whatever digital platform they prefer from Movies Anywhere. Not a sponsor. Yeah, Fargo's like one of my favorite movies of all time, which I answered earlier in Mika's question. Yeah, it's one of those movies where every still photo of it looks like a painting. It's just like one of the most beautiful looking things ever, but I just haven't gotten around to watching it. If it was shorter, I probably would have watched it. It's just one of those things where it's like, God, is it like 195 minutes long or some bullshit like that? So, which is fine, but so many movies are too long nowadays. It's like when I just did my best picture nominee thing for the 80s. Every movie there was like 3 hours long, and then now every movie again is 3 hours long. Bring back the 90-minute, 2 hour long drama. 90-minute comedies, 2 hour long drama. That's how long movies need to be. If they need to be longer than that, because they're like Schindler's List or something, I'll make an exception. But very, very rarely do they need to be. Derek Alicious. I am. Thank you, yes. Love that. Yeah, it lights up too. I'd stand, but I don't want to. I also have, I don't know if anyone saw it, I got Slim behind me here from Spirit Halloween. He's within 5-year-old reach though, so it's dangerous. But that's also why he's there, so he doesn't like climb on the wall and break it. I do a lot of Spirit Halloween videos, if anyone doesn't know that. So come Spirit Halloween time, my kid loves it, so we go there like damn near every day when we can at least. And the last day they were open for the season, we went to two of them, and I spent like $250 on everything. That was like half off, and I got the Beetlejuice sign. The Slim thing's actually from last year. I just finally opened it and hung it on the wall. But yeah, we got all these vintage masks. Since they're actually within reach, I'll grab one. We were playing with them earlier. All these guys, we bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these the last day they were open for like 2, 3 bucks a piece. So it was cool. Good shit. Spirit Halloween's fun. All the Vins, all the Gusses, all the KBs. People saying hi to everybody. Yes, me too, Tony. Me too. The Fargo is coming. Yeah, it was. I think right. Wasn't it originally coming like September or something like that? I forget. Everyone's just yelling Gus in the comments for those who can't see them. Um, hey, I'm glad I watched the Candyman remake recently, so I can answer this question. I honestly, I know Ken's gonna love this because he's still here apparently. I probably preferred the Candyman remake over the whole the Child's Play remake because Candyman at least like was visually interesting, and I thought kind of had I don't know, it kind of came from an interesting take on the franchise. Child's Play was just like, yeah, it's modern, but it's not as good. But I like Mark Hamill as Chucky. That's fun. Beyond that, I didn't really care. Yeah, I've made it through the first 20 minutes of Moonfall, so you'll probably like it. Do I use? I barely. I actually just finally. My phone sucks. It only has like no memory, so I used to do videos all on my phone, and I'd have to make them short. And if they weren't short enough, I'd have to like crapify the quality of them. So I finally got my computer here, which is what I wanted to do like last year. That was my last year goal to get a computer so I could finally do live streams and shit. So I could do them on here now. I still record on my phone unless I'm doing like a live stream slash StreamYard pre-recorded screen sharing video, which I do sometimes for like award season. But I finally have space on my phone where I do have Letterboxd. I finally got it this month, but I haven't really been using it. I've just been using it for brand new things I've just watched for the first time. Because if I go back and rate things from the past, it'll be just like this black hole I'll never get out of. Yeah, Candyman isn't really a remake. It's a, yeah, it's like a spiritual sequel or whatever you want to call it. Your nephew is asleep, I hope, and your sister's in California watching whales. Thanks for asking. Yeah, the worst movie in the trilogy. Yes, I Ends was weird. Ends should have been the first one in the franchise, and then they should have just cut off the last 10 minutes. It's there's a Bob did a whole stream about it. Go watch that with me and him and like 7 other people complaining about Halloween Ends and why it's stupid. Thanks again for everyone who's here, by the way. There it is. Luke Callahan got it. The Babysitter Murders was the original title for Halloween. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Luke Callahan. I don't know if I follow you on the Instagram, but if you follow me on Instagram, send me a message and I'll shoot you the code as fast as I can. Oh, I'm gonna write your name. Y'all better not be Googling these. If you don't know these, yeah, just either message me or tell me what your actual username is, and I'll take a picture of the code. I got it right next to the phone here. Boxing. It was I really hope that's not true. Yep. Yeah, you're right, but you're late. Sorry. Holy night. You haven't seen the original Candyman, KB? Really? I want to say yes. Now I feel bad because if I would have known that 3 months ago, I would have sent you my old Blu-ray of it because I bought that 4K Arrow set. That's really cool that I still need to watch. But I had the Scream Factory Blu-ray with the extra slipcover because I got the posters on the other side of the wall in the other room. That was the first thing I ever pre-ordered from Scream Factory back in the day. I would have sent you the Blu-ray if you knew you wanted to watch it. Really, that last hour and 5 minutes that really gets you. Poltergeist or oh damn. If I want to have fun, Arachnophobia. If I want to watch a better movie, Poltergeist. I still need to watch my Poltergeist. Actually, I finally have Arachnophobia on Blu-ray because it was super cheap recently. My wife likes that movie. She actually likes that movie more than I do. She grew up on that one. And Poltergeist, I finally got the 4K a month or two after it came out. That and Lost Boys from Groove. Groove is awesome. Go to groove.com and look at their stuff if you never do. They have like 2 for 22 4Ks and you can get like 20% off of them all the time too. So it's a good sale. You can get some 4Ks for like $7 on there. You said Beetlejuice twice. Well, don't say Beetlejuice again, right? I was gonna be like, "Oh no, he's here," and grab my stuffed Beetlejuice, but it's the only stuffed horror movie plush I don't have right in front of me. So now I'm wondering where it is. No bad movies too short. Yeah, there you go. See, what stuff from 2021? Ooh, can't think of anything worth putting in a store from a movie. Well, you say Terrifier 2. That was a good one for some good horror movie stuff, like some Terrifier 2 props and things of that nature. Maybe some Spirit Halloween salt cans. Or some just like nasty statues from Terrifier 2. That's a fun one. I like Black Phone. Black Phone's pretty good. You can make some cool masks and stuff out of that. Everything Everywhere stuff would be interesting, even though it's not a horror movie. Yeah. Luckily, I have the Blu-ray. I love Rain Man so much. If you want to know a movie that'll make me cry every time I watch it, Rain Man. There's one of your answers. Day of the Dead is. I still haven't watched Day of the Dead. That Vestron one. Yeah, you really don't like the Candyman. It's not a remake. It's not a remake of Candyman. Calling it that. But, whatever. I like the second Candyman a lot more than most people. Not as good as the first one, and I like it more than the new one. So that that tells you. Yeah, Rayman. It was supposed to come out. Yeah, pretty soon. I try not to buy new things because I'm broke. Uh, my Instagram username is what is it? It's like a Monty Python intro. It's It is Luke Callahan. Is that what you're telling me? That it is Luke Callahan? But there's like 700 of them, so you got to help me out here, brother. Oh, I missed what Holland said. Asking I'm going to Alta Vista and looking up the question. Marvel 2000. Oh, there it is. Oh, you're see, I saw the matching last name. I thought that was a little convenient, but I don't give a shit. Whatever. You're getting Halloween Kills and fucking Moonfall. I was a Marvel 2008 fan as well. I was a Marvel fan before it was cool. Tell you what. Here comes your code. Pick and focus. Weep, 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 weep. Come on, science, work. Here we go. I don't know why you're doing that. I think it just like shot a million frames by accident. So apologize if that's what happened. But there you go. Hopefully you can read it. If not, let me know. I love both of these movies are great. Faculty and Idle Hands are both really, really good. Faculty yeah, I've probably watched Faculty more often. Am I a fan of The Thing? Well, let's segue since that was convenient. I have a copy of The Thing in this pile of movies to give out. So let's do that next. And if that doesn't answer your question, yes, I love The Thing. Where are you, The Thing? Are you upside down? Are you this one? No. It's in here. I know it's in here. See, I was going to do this in order for like random for a reason, and this is why. Where are you, The Thing? Are you stuck in here? That's not it. That's not it. I got all these horror movies in order here. Why can't I? There it is. Son of a bitch. Okay. For a digital copy from the 4K of John Carpenter's The Thing, answer me this. It's an easy one. Who did the makeup effects in John Carpenter's The Thing? Anyone who doesn't have The Thing, preferably someone who hasn't gotten a code yet already. I'll just say that again. Ooh, oh, that's for the Rain Man thing, right? They're adding stuff to it. That is correct. Yes, Faculty is great. You are not wrong. Oh God, is he? Oh, speaking of John Cleese, I got something in this pile with him too. So we'll get to that after this one's settled. Am I out to? It looks better than Indiana Jones 4. That's how optimistic I can be, I guess. Stan Winston is not correct. So everyone else who wants a copy of The Thing, don't answer Stan Winston. I'll do another one here since someone mentioned what's his name, John Cleese. So I was just going to do these randomly because I shuffled them, but since people are referencing them, kind of, I'm going to find these. There it is. Here's the next one. For anyone who wants a copy from the 4K of Monty Python and the Meaning of Life, answer me this. I'll make it an easy one. How many members are there in Monty Python? That should be easy. Don't be cheating. Don't be cheating. Ken Chase. I don't know what that is, but that's not the right answer. So we got two out right now. We got who did the makeup? You're all busy Googling. Is that why I don't have any questions? Who did the makeup for The Thing? And how many members are in Monty Python? Honestly, Holland Oates, I don't even know if I've seen a Jim Jarmusch film. No, I've seen Ghost. No, not Ghost Dog. What the hell's the other one? Dead Man. I've seen Dead Man, and I didn't care for it. So Dead Man, all three of them. He's just one of those directors I have no interest in for some reason. Oh yeah, which Candyman do you mean, Kiwi? I really hope you don't mean the original one. because that'd be sad. I watched Candyman, the new one, on some streaming thing. It was just on like HBO Max or something. So I was like, "Oh, cool." So my wife and I went. There it is. Rob Bottin is correct. Keep telling you people who haven't gotten one yet. I'm just gonna give it to whoever answers because I mean, kids aren't even trying anymore. Of course, half you watching this probably already own most of these movies. So here's your copy of The Thing. I have 2 of it, so I don't need another one. Those are so different, but they are 2 of my favorite '90s movies. Speaking of '90s movies, he's not here because he's at a concert, but Tim Talks Talkies is doing his top 25 '90s movies community list challenge thing. I don't know if you wanna call it challenge, but, so he wants everyone in their power to create a list of their top 25 favorite films of the '90s of any genre, which is really hard to do, honestly. I think I'm gonna break it apart. I told him in like sections of genres and then like do a top 5 of 5 different genres and then reorganize from there. But send Tim Talks Talkies your list of your top 25 favorite '90s movies for the community list. And then he adds up all the points together and it's really cool. He did one for horror movies and he did one for Christmas movies, which I was on. And I can't think of the day right off the top of my head when he's doing. I think it's April 8th. So send it to him by the end of the month, and I think April 8th, that Saturday, is the day he's doing the actual stream for it. And all the most attractive blue tubers will be on the panel, myself included. Um. Anyway, Speeder Independence Day. Oh God, depends on what mood I'm in. I'll just. I fell in love with Speed first because I saw that first. So let's just go Speed. Speed is probably my favorite, like besides my like just straight action movie, like nothing, no gimmicks involved, like no sci-fi or subgenres involved. My favorite action movie of the '90s, and I like it more than Die Hard. I'll say that because I didn't grow up with Die Hard. That is right, Rogue One 677. There are 6 members in Monty Python. Oh God, which ones do I have to send to you, Dr. Dean? Sorry, I got to resend things here. Don't you be using these digital codes twice now. I'm selecting the keep in chat option on Instagram, so you should be able to look at them more than once. And if not, it's your own fault. All right. All right, who just got this? Rogue One 677. Oh, he got it. He got it. All right, Rogue 1677. If your name isn't Callahan and you're not Hunter Dean in secret, please let me know what your Instagram is. Um, and every copy I'm giving out today, with the exception of one, is from a 4K, and I'll let you know which one it is when we get to it. So yeah, Rogue 1677. You can let me know what your Instagram is. Follow me on here, message me, and all that jazz. We'll I'll get you that Monty Python code. Monty Python and the Meaning of Life is honestly, I don't think it's the best movie they've made, but I always say it's probably the one that makes me laugh the most. You know, Holy Grail is often the answer to that question. Patterson, yeah, Patterson, I've heard is good. I need to see that. I don't know. Like all of his movies just look like dramedies that are like pretty good, but I'll never want to watch again. So I'm just never like super interested. But I love Adam Driver, so I'd watch Patterson just for Adam Driver. Mortal Kombat all the way over Street Fighter. I don't like Street Fighter that much. And if you're talking about the movies, Mortal Kombat over Street Fighter because I don't like Street Fighter that much. And if you're talking about the movies, Mortal Kombat over Street Fighter because I don't like Street Fighter that much. And if you're talking about the movies, Mortal Kombat over Street Fighter because I don't like Street Fighter that much. And if you're talking about the movies, Mortal Kombat over Street Fighter because I don't like Street Fighter that much. That one did look interesting. Only Lovers Left Alive, the vampire one with not Tom Holland, Tom Hiddleston and Tilda Swinton, right? I prefer Vin actually, so don't tell him. He did do Total Recall. Total Recall is outstanding. So y'all need to watch Total Recall if you haven't either. Oh, you've done yourself a disservice then, Vince. You need to go out and watch all of them. I won't say you need to go watch like the entire series because that's kind of hit or miss, but all three of the movies are fantastic. Start with Holy Grail because it's easy. Like I got into that one when I was like 8. I actually did a video like last summer during Spoof Movie Summer, back when I did stuff, about all the Monty Python movies and the Monty Python themselves. So go look at Spoof Movie Summer videos. I did like 20 of them. There's a good amount of them. Everyone's laughing at me or at each other, hopefully each other. I haven't seen that one. Oh, and Only Lovers Left Alive. Well, you're too late now. There were 6. I haven't seen Hand That Rocks the Cradle, Bob. Sorry. I must have been out, hitting on chicks while you were at home alone watching Hand That Rocks the Cradle because that's what you always say. But Anaconda is great. I saw that in theaters. Bobby and I are the Blues Brothers. I always say, but we just never made anything out of it. Blues with a U, hence the joke. TV series I'm watching. I don't watch a lot of TV, but I am watching The Last of Us, like everybody else in the world. And I'm angry beyond all reason that Mindhunter is, as of this moment, canceled forever because that was my favorite show. That was probably my favorite drama, like ever. And they canceled it after 2 seasons because Netflix is stupid and they don't know what they have, and they cancel shows too early. And I watch Stranger Things when it's on, stuff like that. I don't like shows. I don't know why. I don't get into them very easily. Just Buzz. Hey, other Derek, Mr. Beer Hangout. Thanks for being here. Hola. Like you said, hola, as if it's like San Diego. Hi, wife. Thanks for watching. It's early there. You should be like going out to dinner. It's like you're 2 hours in the past where you are. And I don't think that guy who got this Monty Python code has given me his thing yet. Oh, I missed this. Sorry. Do I send it the top 25 on Twitter? Just well, I don't know if you want to do it on Twitter. You can do it on, I don't know if Tim has a Twitter. I don't think it does. Go on Instagram or YouTube. Tim Talks Talkies is the channel slash Instagram. And you can message him it on there. And I think his email is just timtalkstalkies@gmail.com, but don't quote me. Do it on Instagram. That's the easiest way. I heard. I think it's overrated too. It's good, but it's overrated. Yeah. See, I thought of that too. And as soon as that question came up, I was like, wait, Speed will absolutely be in my, like, especially if I do like a action movie little bracket of like 5 movies and rank them. Speed would be in that 5 for sure, and it would be in there somewhere. Speed. Yep. Bob's sister-in-law, the wife. More impactful movie of the '90s. Matrix or Pulp Fiction? I would say Pulp Fiction. Matrix was more for like technical things. Pulp Fiction was just like everyone wanted to be Quentin Tarantino after that, and nobody was. Nobody did it very well. Oof. Goodfellas and oh my god, yeah, those are, oh, Goodfellas. See, like I didn't even think of Goodfellas for the '90s for some reason, even though it's from 1990, and the both of those movies are outstanding. Goodfellas will absolutely be in my top 25 for the '90s. And The Confidential, I don't know if it would make it, but it's a damn good movie. And if you haven't seen LA Confidential, go do that. Life of Brian is fantastic. It's my least favorite of the 3, but it's like potentially the best movie. Like has the best like actual 3-act structure out of the 3 movies they made. Because Meaning of Life is like a series of skits, based on different time periods of someone's life. And Holy Grail is just hilarious and goes all over the place. But Life of Brian is like an actual movie. Tenebrae says, I still haven't gotten around to see Tenebrae. I have it, but I haven't watched it. See, I'd like to buy those really cool, Arrow Video 4K sets for Argento movies and just never watch them. That's what I do. But Suspiria is great. I've seen Suspiria a few times. I sing the music to my wife, and it drives her insane, and she hates it. And now I got my 5-year-old to sing it just to make her angry. It's fun. You haven't seen him either, Tony? You've seen everything, Tony. You didn't go see him in the theaters? Jesus. Yeah, 4. Yeah, see, 2 of them have passed. Monty Python. Who just? Yeah, it was Graham Chapman died years ago, and then Terry Jones just died a few years ago. So, bro, Courtney, you're hammered. Yeah, mine. That's so good. I love. That's like the only. Also, Mindhunter's the only drama show that I've rewatched. Like if I watch a show, I'll watch it, but unless it's like funny and I can go back to it, like The Simpsons or something, I don't rewatch shows ever. But I rewatched both seasons of Mindhunter a couple of times because they're so good. I love David Fincher. It's not obvious. Just go watch Zodiac over and over again until Mindhunter comes back. And you think they'd want to bring it back because like everyone loves serial killer things and like that Dahmer show. I did watch Dahmer. Dahmer was great. That show did so well. It's like now is the time to bring back Mindhunter. So hopefully someone other than Netflix picks it up, like HBO or something, and they give it the respect it deserves, and they can make at least one more season of it and finish it off. Oh yeah, that's what you watch. I watch This Is Us with you. Yeah, we watch most of that. Sex and the City I've seen more of than I'd like, but it's funnier than you'd expect. Emily in Paris I don't want to watch. Oh, woo, swing dancing. Oh yeah, I need to like pick you up at the airport tomorrow. Thanks for reminding me, honey. Enjoy your sushi. We had KFC and it was average because it's KFC. Oh, favorite Ashton Kutcher. I don't even know if I've seen 2 of those movies. I mean, Dude, Where's My Car is easily on top, and Butterfly Effect is, it's okay. I saw that in theaters, I haven't seen it since. My Boss's Daughter I remember when My Boss's Daughter was coming out, and the trailer was in theaters, and it was called, like, The Guests or something, like, they completely rewrote and made the title different based on the plot of the movie, like, months before it came out. It was called, like, The Guests, and then they changed it to My Boss's Daughter. It was weird. Jan de Bont, yep. Yeah, he was the, cinematographer of Die Hard, I believe. And, right? Yeah. And he did Twister, and I also love Twister. R.I.P. Bill Paxton. See, there's a movie that's gonna get a sequel apparently that really doesn't need one, but for some reason they can't make tornado movies look as real as Twister, even though it came out in 1995 or whatever. I am a Freddy guy all the way on this question. Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I probably like the worst Freddy movie as much or just slightly less than my favorite Friday the 13th movie. That's how much I like Freddy movies. But I like all the Nightmare movies or Freddy movies too, or Jason movies. I don't know what I'm saying. Jason, this guy, that one with all the masks, that guy. Those are from Spirit Halloween as well. If anyone's curious, I got a Camp Crystal Lake flag. I need to figure out where to hang, like hanging in that film reel there too. And more crap I gotta hang up. I don't have room for. Ugh, at least I did something. It's not just toys back there. At least, and the toys that are there are like a Ghostbusters fire station and a Scooby Doo house, so it looks cool. But yeah, I grew up. I watched. I grew up on taped off of USA Up All Night. I had Friday the 13th part 5, 7, and 8 back to back to back. So I'd watch those constantly, taped off late night cable. And then I watched Nightmare on Elm Street and New Nightmare. So right when New Nightmare came out is pretty much when I saw Nightmare on Elm Street. And my sister and I love them. And then we'd always sleep over at our grandparents' house with our cousins, and we'd get our grandparents to rent them all for us, and we'd make my cousins watch them all. So that's where I saw all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies was at my grandparents' house. So it's nostalgic for me that way too, because we made them watch the first one a night and New Nightmare, And then we watched 2, which we hated, and it was weird. I love 2 now, it's great. And then we watched 3, we're like, "Hey, Nancy again," and 3 is amazing, so, yeah. They're all good. I like it all. I get bored of the Friday movies faster than the Nightmare movies. I could binge watch all the Nightmare movies in a row, and I only start to, like, hit a lull between, like, 4 and 5. If I binge watch the, fr I wanna say Freddy, but I wanna say Friday at the same times. Jason movies, I'll just say that. The first 2 are basically the same damn movie, so by the time I'm done with those, I'm like, "I wanna go to bed." Until it finally gets to, uh, Hockey Mask Jason, and it starts to get a little more entertaining. I like the stupid Jason movies. My favorite one is part 5, and it's not even Jason. So that lets you know how much I like those movies. Yeah, I remember you always saying Tenebrae is better than Suspiria. Tenebrae looks good. I've got Tenebrae, I've got Phenomena I gotta watch, all that crap. Nice. But does it have cool music that I can creep my wife out with? No, I haven't had a chance to watch any of those yet, but thank you for reminding me. I was looking at those yesterday. I was like, "What movie should I watch tonight?" But I'm like, I don't really wanna have to, like, sit and pay attention, so I just threw on The Running Man so I could putz around. Um, Bob, I don't watch whose house did you live in when we were growing up? Because 'Cause I've never seen any of these movies you like. Seriously. I never watched Karate Kid, oddly enough. Never grew up on those. Didn't give a shit, still don't. Yeah, there you go. I already said that, but you're alright. What's my favorite fantasy TV? Oh, clearly it's, God, what the my wife's favorite show that I hate. 10th Kingdom. That's my favorite. Favorite baseball movie? Moneyball. Moneyball is amazing. That was my favorite movie of that year. 2011? Yeah. Moneyball is amazing. Baseball movies are the best for some reason. Like, I like most sports movies, and I don't like sports at all. Like, no sport do I give a shit about, really. I hate football movies, I never like, at least the ones I've seen. I haven't seen a lot of them, I'll be honest. But baseball movies are always really good. Boxing movies are always really good. Hockey movies are usually really good. It's weird. Which part of Twister today? Yeah, Twister, yeah, that needs a 4K something awful. Yeah, this still looks good. I still watch it, man. It's another one that my wife and kid like, so we can watch it out whenever it, like, gets stormy outside in, like, the spring before summer. We're like, "Ooh, let's watch Twister," when it's, like, fucking 90-mile-an-hour wind going outside. I haven't watched Sue's yet, sadly, but they're both wrong, I'll assume, so. Killmonger or Thanos is way better than Killmonger. Come on. Killmonger's good, though. Loki's better than Killmonger. Kang could be better than Killmonger if they do it right, but we'll see. And Doctor Doom, hopefully they get him in there somewhere. Um, Killer Clowns. I love Killer Clowns. It's my kid's favorite movie. But Return of the Living Dead's great. I need to watch that some more. I've only seen that 2 times maybe in my entire life. Does anyone else want this Monty Python code? Because I haven't gotten the contact info for the person who won it. If anyone wants a Monty Python meaning of life code, just, like, say that in the comments, like, "Me," because I don't have it, and I'll give it to you at this point, 'cause I'll move on to the next one. Favorite film noir movies? I mean, I like noir, but I just don't watch a lot of them. Like, I like the idea of it more than I've watched them. Maltese Falcon's good, Double Indemnity, I've owned for 20 years and still haven't watched, and I really should. Dick Tracy. That's a pretend but slightly honest answer. But I like, Man Who Wasn't There because I love the Coen Brothers, things like that. I like the noir style. I just don't really watch old noir movies for whatever reason. What I get for KFC, 12-piece family meal, which I have like most of left over. When I'm done with this, I'm probably gonna go upstairs and eat like 5 chicken strips. Phenomena? Not phenomenon. Phenomena. Phenomenon with John Travolta? Yeah, because you watch it. I have the first one that came out, the big fat Synapse box. It's got Jennifer Connelly in it and Donald Pleasance and monkeys, so it can't be that bad. Boulder, I haven't seen Bull Durham either. That's like yeah, that's the one everyone likes that I haven't seen. I've got what's the one with Brendan Fraser and the the Scout? I bought that during the early Renaissance of the year. Hashtag Brendan Fraser needs to win Best Actor. Albert Brooks and Brendan Fraser baseball movie. It's pretty good if you haven't seen that. I haven't. I don't give a shit about Karate Kid, Bob. I'm sorry. I just don't. I'll watch them eventually. Like if that trilogy goes on, if I see it on sale for like $20, I'll buy it and watch them. I like the one with Hilary Swank in it. That's my favorite one. Yeah, Vin and I, we grew up on real movies like Total Recall and stuff. I have seen Basketball Diaries once, and it's very good. I don't like James Bond movies really either. Out of all the ones I've seen, which isn't many, Skyfall barely. I like Skyfall and Casino Royale. All the other ones with Daniel Craig either suck or are boring. GoldenEye is pretty good from what I remember. I need to watch all the old ones. I have them all on Blu-ray now. Again, thanks to uh, someone who just gave me the whole set for free, which is great. So I have all of them besides the newest one. So I just need to go through and watch them all at some point. Phenomena. I actually haven't seen Powder, but I like Phenomenon enough. Yeah, there was like a weird like thing where there was just like, hey, weird people with fancy powers movies. It's like John Travolta, brain tumor, telepathy movie. But I mean, I saw Phenomenon in theaters, so just by default, I'd say that. You want the Monty Python code, Vince? Is that what you're saying? Are you following me on the Instagrams? I'm a convicted cinephile on here. I don't know if I follow you on here. Let me know. I'll look for you quick. This must be you. I recognize this face. That's you. I got you. I wasn't following you actually. You were following me. I just requested it and I'll send it to you once you accept that. Oh, so someone else got it. I'm sorry. Why do I need to watch it? It's a movie about a kid who cheats and wins a karate contest. He's not supposed to do a spin kick in the face, and he does, and they let him win. They cheated. The whole movie's a lie. Sorry. Yeah, Bull Durham I do need to see. Oh, maybe I'll get that Criterion at some point. Cobra Kai, yeah. See, according to Bob, whenever I was out hitting on chicks, he was at home watching all the Karate Kid movies. Total Recall was one of I watched that movie since I was 5. That and I watched RoboCop and Total Recall taped off HBO probably at least 100 times since I was 5 years old until I bought them on DVD eventually. They exist, that's for sure. I love the first Saw. Like, I think it's genuinely good, and it's like a really creative, well-written horror movie for how low of a budget it has. Other than that, I don't really I mean, they're fine after that. Like, 2 is alright. It became like, after part 3, like, I remember my wife and I, we were back when Netflix came in the mail. Do you guys remember that, when that happened? We would get, the Saw episodes because that's basically what they became, in the mail. So we'd watch, like, Saw 4, 5, 6, like, every week. And they're like yeah, they're just like a show after the first couple. And I still haven't watched I didn't watch Jigsaw or Spiral. I have Spiral. I bought that 4K during Black Friday on the Steelbook one because it was like $10. I was like, "Hey, what the fuck?" Still haven't watched yet, but I have the Saw 8 film set out there on Blu-ray that's super cheap, so I'll watch it eventually. Terminator 2: Shawshank. Oh, that's not even comparable. Well, I saw Terminator 2 in the drive-in when I was 5 years old, so I'll go Terminator 2. But I mean, they're both masterpiece 90s films. Come on. It's not that I don't like them, it's just that I never really watched them. It's different. It's different, come on. Powder's the same movie. Yeah, exactly, right? All right. I requested your friendship on Instagram. So once you accept it, I'll shoot you the code here. At least I know who it is. Hocus Pocus or Wocus Pocus? How about Nocus Pocus? Yes, we'll go that way. We'll do that. Hey, there he is. Give me a split second here while I message this fella, this digital code, and I'll go on to the next one if I can get it to focus. Keep it in chat. Can I read that? That's like the test. If I can read it, you can read it because I can't read for shit. Hocus Wo Yeah, see, there's the right. He knows. Hocus Wocus is the correct answer. To spoil the movie. About him cheating in Karate Kid? Yeah, that's really all it is. Yeah, there you go. Everyone tell Bob how bad Karate Kid is in the chat for me, just because it's fun. Uh, is it true that the Saw movie has so many ruthless kills? Sure, I guess. They're fun. Those are both good movies. Sandlot and Matilda. Those are damn good kids movies from the 90s. That's a depends on my mood kind of answer, but I've probably watched Sandlot more, so I'll go Sandlot. But Matilda's great. I need to watch the new one. That is it on Netflix? The Matilda the musical, the British movie. That's supposed to be good. I got nominated for a handful of BAFTAs. See, after we were talking about phenomenon and powder, and you keep saying phenomenon instead of phenomena, it makes me imagine you comparing phenomenon with John Travolta to Tenebrae, and it makes me laugh. All right. Yeah, Sandlot is great. Yeah, everyone likes Sandlot. Sandlot. Sidekicks is great. The Karate Kid. Honestly, you're probably not wrong. I need to watch the new Sidekick. I got it. I've seen it. It's been years though. Wings or sunrise? To humans. I don't know what that is, Derek. You'll have to let me know. I'm very confused now. Vito Corleone or Michael? Oh, Michael, come on. Vito barely did anything. All he did was like have a heart attack in his like orange field or whatever it was. I need to see all of them. That's my thoughts on the Rocky movies. I've seen the first one's great, and I've only seen that and Rocky Balboa, sadly. Once again, I've owned them all, at least the Rocky movies, for damn near 20 years. And I've only seen the first one and the sixth one 2 or 3 times each. And I've never seen two, three, four, or five, at least except for like bits and pieces on TV and stuff. So maybe I'll watch those soon. I have the Blu-ray set, so I'll do that, and then it'll make me just not want to buy the 4Ks until they're cheap. Ken can explode the chat. That's fine as long as people are in here. I don't give a shit. I haven't seen Creed 1 or 2, so that was your answer before that. Yay! Yeah, some of these digital copies are kind of old, but I mean, they're not used. I like literally opened the cases to get them all, and they're all within a couple years old. So, oh yeah, fair enough. Young Vito did, and I prefer Godfather 2 to Godfather 1, from what I remember. First best picture and the first. Oh yeah, yes. Thank you. Those are. That is what those are. I was very confused with them all written in a row. I was like, "What is that? What are you talking about?" Let's do another. I'm trying to shuffle the genres here. I have a. This is an older one, a couple years old, but I got that Blumhouse Invisible Man film, which was pretty good. I liked it. I saw it in theaters before the world ended. It was the last movie that made any money before COVID ended the world. So if anyone wants a 4K digital copy from The Invisible Man, let me know what year. Actually, no, that's not fun. Who played the Invisible Man in the original Invisible Man, which is my favorite Universal Monsters movie, by the way. I finally watched them this fall, and that was easily the best one. Phantasm or Friday the 13th? If you're referring to the first Friday the 13th alone, Phantasm. Franchise, Friday the 13th, probably. I need to watch Phantasm again. I've only seen it like 2 times. It's been a long time. Only one character to protect. I need to see Leon the Professional still. That's like one of those. See, I've seen a lot of crap, but there's a lot of stuff like that I just haven't seen for some reason. Stuff I just didn't grow up on, and when I was an adult, I just haven't had interest. So Kevin, because at least I know who the hell that is. Yes, pineapple on pizza is delicious, and if you don't like it, you're stupid. Sorry. Pineapple and pepperoni is my go-to Domino's order with deep dish and extra sauce. That is how you Domino's right there. FYI. Well, I mean, in theory, they should both be legitimate masterpieces because they both won Best Picture. But in honesty, I have only seen them both like twice, and it's been a really long time. I have them on 4K now. I bought those steelbooks when they went on sale. I still need Godfather 3 4K steelbook, but that one doesn't go on sale for some reason, which is weird. And I still haven't watched it. But yeah, the first one's great. Yeah, this is one of those movies where I'm like, yeah, this is really good, but I don't care. Like, I can appreciate the fact that it's a great movie. I just have no interest in it while I watch it, at least yet. But they're good. Like the second one just like captured my interest more, I guess. Probably just because it has Robert De Niro and I like him. Yeah, he knows what's up. Pineapple's delicious. There it is, Mr. Rogue One. Claude Rains. Okay, Rogue 1677. Let me know. Didn't you win one of the other ones and you didn't give me your Instagram, so you lost the code? Let me know who you are and I'll give you the code. Quit stealing all these codes. Otherwise it's going to someone else. Most people just haven't tried it. One of my friends, like his like go-to pizza is pineapple and jalapeno, I think. That's what he gets. Like just that. Like no meat or anything. The Boy Meets World boys said in the And I didn't watch Boys Meet World, so I mean that's my own opinion. I formed it on my own. I'm not a Boy Meets World fan. I didn't watch things for kids when I was a kid. It was I don't know why. The only show I watched as a kid was like Simpsons and whatever came on before or after Simpsons. Usually in living color, because in living color is great. Try harder. It's great. That's what I heard. It was, right? Do you know who likes mayonnaise on their pizza? That's a trivia question. Tell me what country loves mayonnaise on their pizza for some reason. And you can win the invisible man code if this other person doesn't get to me first. My favorite holiday? I mean, Halloween's the most fun, so I'll just say that, even though it's not really a real holiday. So, well, I'll just say Halloween because, whatever. Well, you should use those middle fingers to eat some pineapple pizza because it's delicious. Winnie, because I actually like that show. Uh, it is the same for you. Is it? Is it the same? I thought I looked for you. I don't see that. Is there like an unnecessary space in here, or did I spell it wrong? Oh, it's Rouge One, not Rogue One. That's why you spelt Rouge One. Is that the issue? Yeah, still not finding it here. Rouge One, Rouge 1677. Nothing popping up. If you can find me, message me. Go for it. If it's easier. I'll keep it to the side. We can continue. Topanga. I don't think I've literally ever watched an episode of Boy Meets World in my entire life. Sorry, Gus. You're stupid, apparently. You're all stupid. Yeah, there you spelled it right. Yeah. I searched Rogue One. Oh, is it the lowercase o? Is that why I didn't find you? It's not all like one word, is it? You gotta help me out here. Trying to give you free things here, and you're making it hard on me. Once again, I got nothing. It's just bringing up piercing stores with your address. Topanga, God, people they like their Topangas. I mean, she's okay looking from what I remember. From what I recall, she looks alright. Alrighty. Topanga. When you play games. And Living Color is awesome. Is it Japan? No, it's actually New Zealand is the answer to the mayonnaise question. My friend lived in New Zealand for a few months. He worked for Weta doing visual effects on Rise of the Planet of the Apes. And he's like, they all they eat there is Indian food, which is like one of my favorite things. And they put mayonnaise and peas on pizza or something like that. I was like, ew. He's like, yeah, it's gross. I don't have like any Severin titles, so just by default, I'll say Scream Factory because I have 100 and something of them. Severin hasn't made anything that I've like absolutely had to buy yet that I've seen. That's like, oh yeah, yeah. They just like their mayonnaise on everything. I think, yeah. Mayonnaise is I don't like mayonnaise. I also hate ketchup. Thank you, Gus. Ketchup. Speaking of hating food, since I got some people here who may not have seen, um, I'm going to do a live stream during the Oscars, which is a week from tomorrow on the 12th. So 7 p.m. Central Time, my time, is when the Oscars start. My wife had the bright idea of forcing me to eat or drink something gross every time my prediction of the winner was wrong. So I'll either do really well and not have to eat many gross things. Like last year, I got one wrong and it was a short film. So who cares? Because last year was the most predictable Oscars in the history of Oscars. For some reason, it was weird. This year, it could go a lot of different directions. So I might have to eat a lot of gross shit. Like I might eat cat food. Like I'm literally saving a can of cat food to eat for the Oscars for this. Um, then we're just gonna go find a lot of weird stuff. I might eat like gross watery ketchup because I hate ketchup. And when you get the ketchup squirt water when you don't shake it good, and it's just great, and it's like half water, half ketchup. I might be drinking a shot of that just because it's gross. Whatever. Give me ideas of gross stuff to eat since you're here. Then I'll let my wife know for later. Moulin Rouge one. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Rogue or Rouge. Yeah, Moulin Rouge. I had to like get this close to it to read it right. Moulin Rouge. Oh, see, there you go. Give it to me the right way. You can't be like, here's my name and then include 800 spaces. See, I almost spelled Rouge one now because you. Rogue one. There you are. That was a Brave Little Toaster reference for anyone who didn't understand that. There you are. Let you get away, huh? I am Rouge one. Right, Rouge one. Here comes your invisible man. Skadoosh. Hey, if you send me the right name the first time, it wouldn't take so long. Lower you. There you go. Mayonnaise. Yeah, I don't like mayonnaise either. Like I'll eat it, but I don't put mayonnaise on anything voluntarily. That's my except for maybe like a tuna sandwich. That's about it. But even then, I'll put like a pound and a half of mustard and dill on it to uh, override the mayonnaise. Coca-Cola Classic because I'm an adult. When I was 5 years old, I would have said Pepsi. Specifically, McDonald's Coke. That's where it is. That's what I hope for. It sounds fun. Like either it'll be boring and I'll just watch the Oscars and during the 7 hours of commercials, I'll just bullshit with you guys in the comments. or you'll watch me eat gross shit, and it'll be funny. Like I have a good pop store like not down the road. It's like 20 minutes away, but they sell pop. Like they have barf soda that I've bought before, like ranch dressing soda, all that weird crap. Like I'll get a couple of those in the mix. Any other weird things you can think of? Not anything that'll like make me legitimately sick, but I'll like drink raw eggs. Like that was an easy one we thought of. Mayonnaise smoothie. God, the ketchup pea. Yeah, ketchup water. That's what she said. Undercover Brother. Undercover Brother is amazing. It is a comedy masterpiece that no one talks about, and I saw 3 times in theaters and owned on DVD, and I really want it on Blu-ray, but I don't have it for some reason. But yeah, next Sunday is the Oscars, so watch it with me. Just have me by your side when you see what I say is gonna be, and I'm confident on, like, half of these maybe. So there's, like, 23 categories, I think? There used to be 24, but then they combined the sound categories because 'cause they're idiots. It's better when there was 2, I think. But, because people don't know what the difference between sound mixing and sound editing is, so they made it just best sound because they don't know. I probably only, like, 100% sure on, like, 5 of them, like Avatar for visual effects, like, easy shit like that. A lot of them are in the air, though. Like, there's maybe, like, 4 or 5 that I'm, like, absolutely sure is gonna happen. And I'm the kinda guy who likes to "Zod, kneel before Zod." I'm the kinda guy who likes to anti-hope dict the winner. Like, I want Brendan Fraser to win Best Actor more than anything at the Oscars. But I'm gonna predict Austin Butler to win because he won the BAFTA and his movie's nominated for Best Picture, and there hasn't been a Best Actor winner without a Best Picture nomination to go with it since 2009, which it's gonna happen eventually, and this is probably the best possible time for it to happen. So, if Brendan Fraser wins, I will be drinking a glass of raw eggs very excitedly. Let's put it that way. Cod liver oil. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, we thought like, anchovies are like they're not that bad. Yeah, V for Vendetta is great. I really liked that movie when it came out. I haven't seen it for a while, but I have it on Blu-ray out there somewhere. How often do you movie on it? Pretty much every time. I rarely watch anything because that's why it sucks. I don't watch movies that often anymore because either my kids are around or I want to watch it with my wife because we both haven't seen it. So it's rare when I see him watch a movie by myself. It's like we when I was doing the best picture streams that you were part of, we'd watch those together because she hadn't seen a lot of them either because that's the ones I try to focus on. But otherwise, yeah, I don't have a lot of time to just like sit and watch a movie that would be appropriate for my 5-year-old to be around. So it's tough. Like last night, I watched The Running Man just because I'm like, I know I've seen this, so if I don't 100% pay attention to it, but at least it's a 4K that I've bought that I haven't watched yet, kind of a thing. And if I'm up late enough tonight, like what, I've been on, yeah, it's almost 10 o'clock. Damn. I'll go for, whatever. I don't care. I'll be here. I got nowhere to go. I don't got to wake up early tomorrow. All I got to do is drive to the airport at like 1 o'clock. What's up for best song and score? What's up for like just in general? What's up for it? Ugh. I mean, the Top Gun song, Natu Natu for my RRR is what I'm hoping wins and I'm predicting. So you have me quoted there. The song from Black Panther, the song from Everything Everywhere, and a Diane Warren song from a movie nobody's seen because it's Diane Warren and she gets nominated every year. And score, Everything Everywhere is nominated. All Quiet on the Western Front, which might win, and I kind of hope it does. Babylon, which I'm predicting to win and should win. Trying to think what the other two are. Fablemans for some reason. It's John Williams, but there's literally 20 minutes of new music in that movie, so it shouldn't win. I can't remember what the other one is. Or maybe I'll think of it in a minute. But good stuff though. There's yeah, right, exactly. There's really not that many locks this year though. Yeah. But at least like in the Birdman year, Eddie Redmayne and him were both in Best Picture nominees and they were both deserving. Like that's a year where I'm like, I really wish they would have tied because that would have been perfect. But in hindsight, I really wish Michael Keaton would have won. Yeah, exactly. Sentimental when the Oscars, it's weird. Yeah, because sometimes it's always like you think there's gonna be like a career award, which is like what the SAGs went for hard this year, like everything. But yeah, it doesn't always like Chadwick Boseman over lost to Anthony Hopkins because Anthony Hopkins is better. No offense to Chadwick Boseman, but that's what happened. Also, his movie wasn't nominated for Best Picture, so there you go. Yeah, gee, yeah, not to, not to. All my Indian fans in India. Hey, Mike. What my Oscarology videos are the best because I don't think many other people make them. So by default, they are the best, and I appreciate that. Yeah. I was going to say something. Oh yeah, Mike. I'll give you that Punisher poster as soon as I can. Yeah, right. The Whale should have been nominated for Best Picture, like in my opinion, and also because it was nominated at the PGA, which is the Producers Guild. It was weird. Like it was like hitting this weird peak at the wrong time where it was like got nominated for PGA, and then it got in at the BAFTAs for screenplay, but not at the Oscars, and then it didn't get Best Picture or screenplay at the Oscars. That was weird. But everyone knew Brendan Fraser was going to get nominated at least even like a year ago. So luckily it worked out, and he was actually as good as people were hoping. Everything Everywhere going to win picture, director. I hope it wins actress. I'm not predicting that it wins actress, but I really like that's another one. If I'm wrong, I will gladly eat cat food over that one. But yeah, picture, director, supporting actor for sure. Probably screenplay, probably editing, and that's probably it. Birdman's so cool. I love Birdman. I need to watch that again. Yeah, Tony, you're always nice about my Oscar videos. I haven't done many lately, the last couple of weeks. Uh, sorry, I have to read this because I actually haven't seen Joe's Apartment, but I love Monkey Bone. I still like Monkey Bone, even though it's not good. Since we're talking about Oscar stuff, let me give away an Oscar uh, related digital copy since it's been a minute. Nightmare Alley. Apparently going to get a Criterion release soon, but who wants a digital copy? Because Criterion doesn't have those in those. So 4K Nightmare Alley digital code. Since it was nominated for Best Picture, how many total Oscars was it nominated for, including Best Picture? Let me know that. Just type the number in. Whoever's the first to guess it right wins Nightmare Alley, which is really good. I actually like Nightmare Alley a lot. There is no controversy, and anyone who thinks there is making something out of nothing. That's what I think about that. She deserves it, and she got it. That's like the Andrea Riseborough thing is like, oh, her agent or whoever the hell the lady is who shared the thing saying like, oh, you should vote for her because all these other people are locks. She didn't send that. This other person did, but it got people to watch the movie, and she got in based on people watching the movie who are her peers. So basically, she just told everyone she knows in Hollywood, "Hey, watch my movie because nobody else is because it's a tiny little movie, and consider me for best actress." And they watched it and they voted for her, and she got nominated. You only need like 200 and something votes, first place votes to get nominated for best whatever, anything. And that's what she got. And so she got enough. It sucks who didn't get in, but it's not like it's her fault. So I think that's more honorable having your peers vote for you than having an ad campaign spend millions of dollars trying to force their movie down people's throats, begging for votes, in my opinion. So I appreciate that she got nominated. I still haven't seen the movie, but good for her. That's all I'll say. If she ends up winning, that'd be like the greatest thing ever. Just for everyone complaining. Is that actually happening now again? Hasn't the Spawn movie been like being made like 1,000 fucking times and that's finally happening? That's fine with me. I don't care. Jamie Foxx is cool. Yeah, there we go. Jonathan Danner. First one to get it right. And you're the person who hasn't won yet, so that's good. 4 is the correct answer. 4 is correct. Yeah, let me know your Instagram. I'll try to search for you here and see if I find you, but where's the searching thing? There it is. Like I said, just follow me on Instagram. It's not hard. Jonathan Danner. That looks like you in that photo. It's nice when it's a photo of a real person. Oh, you follow me and you follow Tony and you follow Ken. You seem real. All right. I just re-followed you. Now I feel bad because like half the people who were doing this I wasn't following. What a dick I am. All right. There it is. That was quick. All right. He's like, "I wanna watch that Nightmare Alley tonight." I got 2.5 hours to kill. It's a very awkwardly short digital code. No, keep in chat. Bloop. Yeah. Is anyone excited about that 4K from Criterion? Because it's like it's cool, but I already have this, so it's like I don't really need it. Right, yeah. It's like if she as long as she got nominated by being voted, then it's fine. You know, like who cares? $1. I'd buy that for $1. Tony knows him, and I'm all like, "What?" My favorite SAG award speech. Oh, they were all good. This if anyone didn't watch this, the SAGs was like the best award show ever because it just streamed on YouTube and there was no commercials. All they had instead of commercials was like little clip packages of past shows. Every single award show needs to do this. Screw network TV, it's terrible. I did a live stream for the BAFTAs, which was the same way on BritBox, where it was just 2 hours straight of watching the show, and between awards, they'd show people backstage who just won, and then talk to them for a few minutes, and then go back to the show. That's all it needs to be. It was nice because like there was no commercials, it wasn't censored, and they didn't play anyone off because there was no time limit like there is on network TV. So people actually got to say all their speeches, and it was great. That's the best. Like people who want to watch the show want to see the whole show. They don't want to like anyone who doesn't care just won't watch it. So make a show for the people who actually give a shit. And if you get less ratings, at least the people who are watching want to watch it. So that's my theory. Anyways, my favorite. I don't know. Jamie Lee Curtis's was damn good, but I liked the SAG Ensemble one just because they gave James Hong the spotlight at the end there for a few minutes. It was great. If anyone needs to go up there and slap somebody, it should be Michelle Yeoh, and that'd be she at least knows what she's doing. Alrighty. Oh god. I really wish they would have I laughed so hard because like Will Smith just like ruined his career 5 minutes before he knew he was going to win an Oscar. And it's like, how fucking stupid are you? Jesus Christ. Like, are you that P word whipped that you can't wait? And the worst part is he shouldn't have even won, in my opinion. Andrew Garfield or Benedict Cumberbatch were both better. Tony is the man. You're right. No problem. I like giving crap away. I don't do it often. It's the first time I've been wanting to do one of these things for like a year. And I just never had a reason. Yeah, so yeah, it is Disney. It's just a weird like font they're in. I haven't seen the Nightmare Alley original, but that is also so they'll both be on Criterion, which is interesting because the original one is. But the new one has the correct ending. I've been told they're doing a Nightmare Alley Criterion apparently with the black and white version on it. Which of course, I already bought this 4K, so I probably don't really want it. But it is Disney, so technically. So, maybe it'll be worth getting at some point. I doubt it. I doubt Jamie Lee Curtis will win. She's definitely in the running now that she won SAG, but she's also it's a very SAG everything that won at the SAGs is a very SAG-friendly win, if you know what I mean. But, she's definitely in the top 3 people who have a chance to win, let's put it that way. I'm going for Carrie Condon, personally, and that's who I hope wins also. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's kinda what I was thinking. Be like, "Alright, who had the next votes? Get out of here, and who had the next amount of votes." Alright, I'll do another code here, quick. What genre should I do? Name a genre, I'll pull a code out from that. Because I got a decent mix here. First genre that pops up, I'll do. I'm shuffling, even though it doesn't matter, because 'cause I'm asking you. Let me know which genre you want a digital code from. Go Carrie. Horror. All right. Already done some. Oh, the top one's a horror, so that works out. I'll do action next, and the one under. I mean, that's kind of an action. It's more of a sci-fi. Here's an action. That's also a sci-fi, but well, there's an action. There's a good one. All the action movies I have in here are sci-fi. See, I like sci-fi action movies. I just don't like just action movies very much. This one is for Steven Spielberg's masterpiece, Poltergeist, directed by Steven Spielberg, as everyone knows. And my question will be really hard for Poltergeist. It's going to be who directed Poltergeist, which was directed by Steven Spielberg. Who directed Poltergeist? Steven Spielberg. Slapped a happy. Yeah, that's code. That's right. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to Mizzy because you haven't gotten one yet. You're the first person who has not gotten a code yet to get it right. Sorry, not sorry. Let me look you up here. Poltergeist is great, and yes, it is Toby Hooper. Ooh, yes. There you are. I was gonna do that same reference every time. How do you make the message? Why I don't message people often on Instagram apparently. Here comes your code, Mizzy, for Poltergeist. Bam. Oh, that was easy. All right. Exactly. I was trying to trick you. See? Yeah, Toby Hooper is awesome. Just because it looks and feels like a Steven Spielberg movie doesn't mean it wasn't directed by him. Come on. Oh, I knew what he meant. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like prone to seizures too. Well, not kind of. So when I saw that warning on the Poltergeist thing, I'm like, I don't even want to watch this anymore. Horror fantasy or sci-fi. I would say it's not horror. I would definitely wouldn't say it's a horror. It seems it's more fantastic than it is science fiction to me. If I just barely fantasy. No, yeah, it's just the rumor of like, oh, Steven Spielberg really directed it, but Toby Hooper did. Like, no, Steven Spielberg just produced it, so it's got that Steven Spielberg Midas touch all over it because everything he touches turns to gold, as we know. All right, let's do another one. Since someone said sci-fi or action, we'll do an action sci-fi movie next. We can all thank Basement Blues for this because he actually gave me this Blu-ray when I won the movie collection battle tournament thing last summer. We got the 4K of Mad Max: The Road Warrior, starring Melanie Gibson, everyone's favorite person, Mel Gibson. Um, yeah, trying to think of a question for this. I'll just be lazy. Who directed all four Mad Max movies? Who's the director of the Mad Max movies? I was gonna say like what's Mad Max 2's real title, but it's Road Warrior. Yeah. Who directed the Mad Max movies? You got it? Sweet. All right. They seem to be working. Good. The best item I ever got at the pawn shop I worked at. Oh. I have an urn in my garage that I bought because we weren't allowed to sell it and someone took it in for some reason. So I was like, I'll take it just because it's funny. So I have an urn in my garage. That's a weird one. Uh, I got 2 long boxes of comic books for $15 that I sold for like $750. That was nice. It had the first appearance of Deadpool in there, the guard like Rocket Raccoon miniseries, the Punisher miniseries, the Wolverine miniseries. A lot of really good stuff. All of the Watchmen, the original print of the Watchmen. A lot of stuff that I sold in there for I sold, like, the first issue of Deadpool before, like, long before the movie came out, a few years before the movie came out, for, like, $190 or something like that just by itself. It was great. It was a great find. I got a couple of really cool action figures. Like, most of the cool stuff I found, I just bought and sold because it was like, "Oh, people don't know what they have." A couple of nice Batman action figures that I bought for, like, $50 and sold for a couple $100. But honestly, just, like, the plethora of movies I got for super cheap. Like, I got if I had a DVD and there was a Blu-ray at work, we sold them as bin items, they were called. So they were just inventoried in a bin number together. So I could bring in my DVD and take the Blu-ray, and the inventory would stay the same, and the average cost would stay the same for the store. So my manager, would let me do that sometimes. That was cool. So I got a lot of good free movies there. I got, like, the Friday the 13th set, not the big one that's out now, but the tin one. I bought that for $10. I bought the James Bond 50th anniversary set for $10. The Star Trek collection I have for $10. I still have that one. Yeah, a lot of stuff like that. Just, like, really cheap, cool stuff that I got. There's a lot of Callahans answering this, and I'm not a fan of it. So I'm gonna go to pop culture 2033 here for George Miller. Here's the correct answer. George Miller, the director of Babe 2, Pig in the City, and Happy Feet. FYI, if anyone doesn't know that. Trying to give it to different people here, so I'm sorry if sounds like I'm coming off like an asshole. If there's like 3 people in the chat, I'll give it to whoever, but trying to do it as fairly as I possibly can here. So, Mr. Pop Culture, here comes your, Road Warrior code. Road Courier. Code Warrior. Woo! Bing. Alright, there we go. Nice. So, yeah, your best picture rankings are fun. I watched a couple of those so far. Guy just pulls out movies out of his stack of best picture winners and just says which one he likes the most and tells you a little bit about him. It's fun. Seems to be where Braveheart's good. It's no Apollo 13 in my opinion, but it's good. It wasn't that long ago. It was only like 8 years ago, so it's not like they were worth a ton of money or something. Part of me wishes I held on to the Deadpool ones a little bit longer until after the movies came out, but I'll take $190 off of a $30 investment on top of everything else. Like the crap that I had left, I still got like $65 at from half price place. So it was great. No, it is one big awesome car chase movie, and Charlize Theron was yeah, she is the best character for sure. She's great. The James Bond, the 50th anniversary set or whatever. You don't have? Oh yeah. Well, if I still had it, I'd trade you for it, but I don't have that anymore. I got the that new white one now. Did I ever get was that a thing? Oh, oh, like at the pawn shop? No. Yes. Haha. I get jokes. I had the Blade Runner briefcase and the Avengers briefcase though. Everything's working cool. All right. Riches of Eastwick. Did he? I don't remember. Yeah, Apollo 13 was robbed, and it wasn't even nominated for Best Director. Malarkey is what that is. All right. We'll do another sci-fi action movie because that seems to be the popular thing, and it's on top of the pile here. Edge of Tomorrow, 4K digital code. I need to rewatch this. I've only watched it once. It was like right when it came out on video. I think I rented it or whatever from the Red Box back in the day when I still used those. Um, it's a good movie though. Better than I ever thought it would be. What was the original title for Edge of Tomorrow? Or at least at this, I think it's the title of the source material that it's from. It's not Live, Die, Repeat. That's just like the tagline. What was the actual title of Edge of Tomorrow originally? If you want that 4K copy. I finally watched those. Wait, Witches of Eastwick. I'm mixing it up. I'm sorry. Witches of Eastwick, yes, I think might have been George Miller. I was thinking The Witches. I have not seen Witches of Eastwick. I haven't, Bob. I need to that's a 4K I, like, wanna buy just to watch, but I haven't seen it. I haven't if it has Al Pacino in it, I probably haven't seen it. It's just one of those actors that I've just never, like, watched any of his movies for some reason. It's weird. That would be weird. I'd still buy it even though I already have a Drive 4K. I hope they put the movies in the next set that I wanted them to put in this set. I did a whole video about it, and most of the movies I wanted are better than what was in it, I think. All right, Hunter, I'll give you this one. All you need is kill is correct. All you need is kill, which is a really weird title. Where are you, Hunter? Look, I just looked for you. Hunter with an N. There we go. Hunter. Why can't I find you in my Instagram? Up, 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 up. There you are. All right. Here it comes. Any day now. There it goes. All right. You sent me the message after I already sent it. All righty then. Just watched Scarlet. You weren't impressed with it. It looks fine. Like, I don't know why. I just never. Oh, yeah. Okay. Good. You're not going to make me feel bad about not watching all the movies you watched when I was out banging chicks or whatever it was. Uh, it looks good. That's one with Sean Penn, too, right? Where he's got the weird little afro. Some of my favorite actors of all time. Well, Christian Bale, PSH, Philip Seymour Hoffman for sure. Tom Hanks, Mr. Effortless Perfection. Kevin Spacey. I know he's a shit, but I like before he was a shit, I liked him a lot as an actor. Yeah, I like most actors. There's not a lot of actors I hate. Dustin Hoffman's great, but he's not really in a lot of good stuff anymore. Robert De Niro's awesome, but you could almost say the same thing about him. Well, my two favorite are probably Christian Bale and Philip Seymour Hoffman, if I had to, off the top of my head. I like Al Pacino too. I just never really watched a lot of his movies. Pacino. See, I like De Niro more than Pacino from what I've watched. But yeah, like all his old '70s stuff, like Dog Day Afternoon, those are the ones I want to see. Like his post Godfather, pre overrated era, in the late '70s, early '80s. Speaking of overrated, let's give away this digital copy of Dune on 4K. See what I did there? It's pretty good. It's not as good as a lot of people say it is. But yeah, if you want a 4K copy of Dune, uh, yeah, let's just go the Oscar route again. How many Oscars was Dune nominated for? Yeah, Dog Day Afternoon. I've heard amazing things about, and that's one I absolutely want to watch. Uh, no, that is close. It won six. It won six Oscars, but it was nominated for more, obviously, than that. It won six Oscars, five of which before the show even started, because they did that stupid. I asked for how many it was nominated for, not how many it won. See, now people are just gonna guess numbers. Nope, nope. It's less than 14 and more than six. There, I'll give you a hint. Because 14 is the record, and Dune didn't get that many. It didn't even get nominated for Best Director. 17. That would be outstanding. It got nominated for Best Short Animated Film. It did so well. Dune. Heat. I need to watch it. I have Heat. I bought it the last time it was on sale. I need to watch it again. Thomas Anderson is correct with 11 Academy Award nominations. Heat's another one. I was like, I really want to watch it, but it's like 3 hours long, and I'm never in the mood for it. Yeah, if you can hit me up on the Instagrams, if just to make it easy, I'll give you the Dune code here, Mr. Thomas Anderson. Are you the same Thomas Anderson from The Matrix? Is that his name in that? I can't remember. Mr. Anderson. Let me know your thing, preferably spelt the correct way the first time. Thomas Anderson. Heat is so good. It is. It's good from what I remember. I just don't remember like any of it. Yeah, Dune. I like Dune. I think it's cool, but I don't know. Dune would have been better if it was the whole movie. Like once Dune Part Two comes out, I'll probably like Dune Part One more. Know what I mean? But yeah. Two VHS film. Yeah, right. I mean, I like long movies when they're good. I just hate that like everything's long. Like anytime I want to see, I was like, oh, I'm gonna see Avatar. It's 3 fucking hours long. Oh, I'm gonna go home and watch Tar. Oh, it's almost 3 hours long. Oh, like even everything everywhere is like 2 hours and 20 minutes long, and it's good. But it's like, yeah, Jesus, why is it so long? Okay, thank you, sir, for answering swiftly. Thomasville. Is that where you live? Thomasville? Is that your address? I'll mail it to you. Yep, there's the Creed thing. Yep, yeah, I got you. And it says, "Hello, I am Thomas Anderson." There we go. I apologize in advance if any of these don't work because, like I said, they are from slightly older releases potentially, but they're from brand new open cases. Like I opened them myself, so it's not like I got them used or something. So yeah, it's like yeah, I've watched it like right when it came out on HBO Max, and I was like, yeah, that was cool, but I didn't really get into it at all, other than it like it's really cool. So I don't know. I don't get it. I still need to watch that David Lynch one that I've had, forever on 4K, which is either terrible or hilariously good. Yeah, yeah, long movies that are paced properly are great. Like Wolf of Wall Street, that's the shortest 3 hour long movie you're ever gonna watch. Same thing, like the Avengers Endgame. Like I love that. I could watch that any day. Doesn't seem long to me. Or Infinity War or whatever, just because they're damn good. Also, I'm a nerd. Okay, here is the only one in my pile that is from a Blu-ray. All the other ones are 4Ks. It's for The Banshees of Inisherin, because I just got it the other day because my wife accidentally ordered it from Target, and it came all smashed, but I replaced the case if you didn't see that on Instagram. It came in a bubble mailer smaller than a Blu-ray case, and who'd have thought it was broken? But yeah. So Banshees of Inisherin, digital code. I know this one works because I just opened it like 2 days ago. But what should I ask? It is, written and directed by Martin McDonagh. Name his other 3 films. He might have more than that, but name 3 of his films. They're all good, so they should be, and that was as of that may or may not be my favorite movie from last year. It was as of, like, 2 months ago, but then I saw All Quiet on the Western Front after the fact, and I like that at least as much, but this is probably more rewatchable, so this might still be my favorite. I keep hiccuping. Oh, what? Lame. I don't even know if I don't know if it's expired or not, but they're good for, like, a year or 2 usually, aren't they? Like, I've used, like, 4-year-old codes and they've worked. This is funny how it works. It's they're just trying to screw you. Exactly, yeah, it's like when I go to that's what I did, like, I went and saw Babylon in theaters because 'cause I'm like, "Well, I haven't gotten to see a movie in theaters in a while. I wanna get my money's worth, so I'm gonna go see the 3-hour-long movie and sit there for a while." But at home, it's just like, "Ah, I just wanna watch something good." Yeah, Tony knows what's up, he loves Banshees. Banshees is great, it's so funny. And if you don't like Banshees, go watch it again because it's hilarious. It is amazing. It's sad, it might not end up. I think it was it nominated for 9 Oscars? Yeah. There's a it's likely that it will win 0, and that is sad. That is why I hope it wins original screenplay. I don't think it will, and I hope it wins supporting actress. That's probably its most likely thing at the moment. So I hope it wins at least something. Yeah, Banshees is great. There you go, Mr. M. That's called. I don't know if you spelled it wrong, but I don't care. You got it right. In, Bru- in Bruges, 7 psychopaths and 3 billboards is the answer I was looking for, Mr. M. So if you want to tell me your or message me on Instagram if it's faster, whatever works, I will take a picture of the code and send it over to you ASAP here. Gotcha. Here you go. Banshees is great. Yeah. If you haven't watched it yet, it's fucking hilarious. Like, I kind of want to watch it tonight now, but I know my wife wants to watch it again, and she'll be home tomorrow, so I'll wait. Here it comes. I just had to do it. You do need to watch it. It's on it. If you don't have the Blu-ray of it, it's on HBO Max. It's easy to get, easy enough to get. 3 Billboards is also amazing. Like I like both of them. I probably like 3 Billboards a little bit more, but I've only watched it once, and I've watched 3 Billboards like 3 or 4 times. That was the first movie we took my son to. He was like a month old, and he slept through it. It was like me and my wife and my kid just on the floor in his little car seat thing the whole time. It was adorable. It is so good. It's so funny. I love Sam Rockwell, and Frances McDormand is my favorite actress potentially. You just you're done buying Blu-rays. What are you doing here? But yeah, it's on HBO Max, like I said. Like Tony said, shut your fucking mouth, Gus. That's what Tony really said. My 4K player. Oh, that's good. That's good stuff. Sir Gus a lot is his name. I don't think he has 3 other movies. I was like, just in case there's another movie he made that I didn't know about. Took years. I liked Babylon. It's not great. It definitely has its problems, but I enjoy it. It has a great score and it looks pretty as hell. So if you can get through it, it's worth a watch. I don't really buy anything that's not 4K anymore either, but Banshees is only on Blu-ray, and we bought it on accident. Yeah, actually, yeah. What Tony said. Watch Banshees with the subtitles on. I did the same thing. It doesn't hurt. I'll just put it that way. Very thick Irish accents. I watch everything with subtitles though, because like you can hear better with them on, right? I loved All Quiet on Western Front. It was great. That's one I'm excited to get a 4K so soon. It's getting like a digibook 4K. Yeah, they have such thick accents, but their language is amazing. All right, we'll go to the next one here. We'll burn through these. I bought this the same day I bought Poltergeist off Groove. The Lost Boys 4K digital code. If anyone wants this, and everyone should, because The Lost Boys is amazing. It's my favorite vampire movie ever out of like the 5 that I like. I don't like vampire movies that much, I guess. I don't know. Just a thing I don't watch a lot of. Anyways, if you want the 4K code for The Lost Boys, tell me the name of the saxophone player at Santa Cruz or Santa Carla in the movie. But the real place is Santa Cruz. And the little fair in the beginning. Who's playing that saxophone with his shirt off, all greased up like with his ponytail? Yeah, you like Babylon. That's right. Yeah, it's good. I tell everyone if you like 3 hour long movies and elephant diarrhea, you'll love it. It's great. Yeah, the first 3 minutes. Yeah, the first 3 minutes. Hey, you got it. Timmy Capello. Timmy Capello is correct, Mr. Callahan. I'll give it to you. Where are you? I'm like looking at my damn thing here. Looking at my messages, and I still don't see you somehow. Oops. Sorry. There you are. God, I forgot your name wasn't anything like your name. You're lucky you're a Marvel fan, otherwise I wouldn't be giving you extra movies. Your friend helped you? Shh, come on. I I thought I just sent it. There it is. Okay. It didn't show me the picture when I sent it. I was very confused. Did I ever see Dracula? No, I heard it. Was that really bad one that they were supposed to try to reboot the whole franchise with? Because no, I did not watch that. If it's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, it is very Wolf of Wall Street, except for it's not as good. I don't think. It Babylon feels closer to 3 hours long, unlike Wolf of Wall Street, which does not feel Toby Hooper 3 hours long. See you later, Mr. Pop Culture. Thanks for being here. All right, let's swing into this next one. Let's burn through these because it's already kind of later than I thought it would be, honestly. Um, I got the Untouchables. Who likes the Untouchables here? I do. It's good. Yeah, there it is, the Untouchables. Um, I've watched this movie just to hear the opening score because I like it so much. Who did the score for the Untouchables? And you can get a 4K digital copy of the Untouchables if you'd let me know who did the score for the Untouchables. It is good. It's not my favorite gangstery movie, but it's a good one. It's good. It's up there. It's a lot better than most of the '80s Best Picture nominees, and this wasn't nominated for Best Picture. There you go, Mr. Daniel N. Are you the Daniel N I know, or are you a random Daniel N who just popped in here? Ennio Morricone is correct. Dan, are you the Dan I know, or are you a new Dan that happens to have the same last initial and first name of the Dan I know? Let me know, and I'll send you the code. Yeah, yeah, the only thing it was nominated for was Sean Connery, and it won for Best Supporting Actor for playing the Irish cop, the Scottish guy playing the Irish cop. It's like, you're really Scottish. You're not the same Dan. Oh, well, then you got to let me know who you are. If you're not that Dan. Thank you. Like, my best friend happens to be also named Daniel N, so that's why I had to ask. Nope, you're not. You're not the same Dan. That is for sure. Alrighty. Feel free to keep asking me random bullshit questions if you'd like. Yeah. That is me. No. I mean, there's 3 of us I know of, 3 Dereks on Instagram. Some random his name starts with an N, so I'll assume it's the same one. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. How about Nope? That's a new one. This code should work, right? Who likes Nope? I did. It's not my favorite Jordan Peele movie, but, it's not my least favorite. I don't know. They're all good. I can't complain. If anyone wants a digital copy from the 4K of Nope, let me know. What should I ask about this? Ooh, it's a fun one. I thought of like a really obscure question to ask, and no one would probably know what it is. I'll ask it in. Uh, I'll just ask. What are the other two movies that Jordan Peele directed? Just let me know that. It's easy. Someone should know that. I was gonna ask like, what three Oscars was the first that Jordan Peele was nominated for? Were the first time an African American was ever nominated for those three Oscars for the same film? Because Jordan Peele was nominated for Best Picture, Director, and Screenplay for his first film, and he was the first African American filmmaker to do that. There you go, David Diggs, Us and Get Out. They're all good too. I don't recognize your name, David. Sorry, off the top of my head. So let me know what your Instagram is, and I will shoot you this code real quick. See, the problem with doing all these now is that like what by the time I hit 600, I'll have no codes to give out, but that's okay. Maybe it's horror. There you are. Okay. Not David Dogs, you stupid keyboard. Can't write. There you are. Oh, I wasn't following you apparently. Well, what the hell? See, that's why it's fun. I get to follow people I didn't realize I wasn't following that I should be. There you are. Message. Here we come. It's hard to read compared to a lot of them. All right, here it comes. Hopefully you can read that just fine. Du-du-du-du-du. Appropriate avatar. Yes, David Diggs. I'm like, don't tell me what you used to be. Tell me what your name. Don't make me 10 favorite films of all time. God, I don't know. Yeah, it changes every day, doesn't it? Like for most people, 10 films I love with all of my being are, I already said some of them earlier, like Back to the Future, Evil Dead 1 and 2. You can just count them as one thing. Uh, Zodiac, I love. Boba Hotep, of course. Fargo, No Country for Old Men. Basically any Coen Brothers movie. Um, I love the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, the old Superman movies with Christopher Reeve. I like everything. I was like one of those people. Terminator 2, that'd be up there for sure. All of stuff. I like movies. A top 10 list is impossible. I would never be able to actually finish a top 10 list because I would keep changing my mind every 5 seconds. So don't ask me those questions. They're too hard. Ask me weird questions that no one would want to. That is correct. That's what I should have asked. What Nope stood for. Where were you when I needed you for a question? Zodiac is awesome. Zodiac is amazing. If you haven't seen Zodiac, it's David Fincher's best movie. Yes, it is. I don't care. I was an avid DVD collector too. That's what I was saying. I sold a lot of my DVDs, and a lot of them I was able to just like swap for Blu-rays, which was nice when I was working at the pawn shop for 7 odd years. Horror films even underappreciated. I don't know. I'm kind of like lame where I like all the stuff everyone else likes. My favorite horror movie from the past like handful of years that I've seen for the first time that I really liked that it's got like a following, but it's not like everyone knows about it would be Haunt. Haunt is awesome. I mean Bubba Hotep, of course. We're there behind me. That one. Barely a horror movie though. It's more just a comedy with weird horror things in it. Um, Society is awesome. I love Society. Demon Knight is cool. I like anthology movies, so any good old anthology movie is great. Prince of Darkness is a very underrated John Carpenter movie. I will say that forever. You still are though, aren't you, Tony? Because you still have them all somewhere, don't you? Hey, this is a good segue. Speaking of us, here it is. I forgot I had this. See, here's an older one. Like I was saying, sorry in advance if this doesn't work, but like I said, I opened this to take this out of. Um, there is a co-star in this film. I would like you to name his full name. He's from the show Tim and Eric. Awesome show, great job. So his name is either Tim or Eric. What is his full name? And you can have the digital copy of Us. I saw them live right before the world ended too, and it was great. I saw that and Kiss live in concert like right before COVID. It was great. Good timing. My least favorite DCU movie is probably Batman versus Superman, not including the Justice League that sucks. I like the Zack Snyder Justice League more than the theatrical one. It's too long, but I still like it better than Batman versus Superman. My favorite, oh, they're all bad. I don't like any DCU movie really. Probably Man of Steel is my favorite, and I don't even like that much, honestly. Like I really liked it when it came out, and I watched it 3 times in theaters, and by the time I was done with it the 3rd time, I was like, "Ugh, I don't even like this anymore." So, by default, I guess it would be, that one. The Flash looks interesting, though. I'm excited to see Flash, mainly because Michael Keaton Batman's in it, but, it looks good. It looks good. Alright. So, Tim Heidecker is the correct answer, yes. I gotta find you in my search thing here again to send you this. Jesus. Maximus Callahan. All right, here comes Us. Us is good. I need to watch it again. I saw that a couple of times. Bonk. There it goes. Eric Andre. That's a good guess though. Eric Warheim, I think, is the other guy, right? Eric Warheim. We broke. That's Kelly Holcomb. Yeah, most of them are not Warner. Well, this one's Warner Brothers. Actually, now that I look at them, 2 of the next ones are Warner Brothers, but one of them is really new. It shouldn't be expired. Let me see. Where's the expiration date on each one? This one is expired. I'll just X-nay that one just so it was Doctor Sleep, the one that expired. That one's still good, and this one should be good because it's Disney. Okay, we'll keep those 2. Yeah, Wonder Woman 84 is the first Wonder Woman's pretty good. That's one of the better ones for sure. Wonder Woman 84, it is hard to get through, even with Pedro Pascal, as good as he is and everything. I like the first Wonder Woman's like I like the first act is super cheesy, but it's fine. The second act is really good when it's in like World War One, and then the third act is just bad when it's like the CG villain fighting the CG Wonder Woman. But like half that movie's great, so it's still better than most of the DC movies lately. Well, get your special features back, son. Tim and Eric are hilarious. Yeah, I need to watch their newer stuff. Their what are they? The bedtime stories. I saw the first season. Second season, I have not seen. But since we're talking about DC movies, here's a decent one: The Suicide Squad. This is the better Suicide Squad movie. I still didn't like it that much compared to like Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's at least entertaining. So yeah, trying to think of a question for it. I've only seen it once, so I can't go too deep. Oh, who did the voice for King Shark? That's a fun one that people would probably know. And if you don't know, it's funny when you see the answer. Who did the voice for King Shark? I can go upstairs and find my King Shark action figure, but it wouldn't help you because the figure is a hammerhead, and in the movie he's a great white shark for some reason. I think it's just because it was easier to see his eyes, is why they changed it for the movie. Movie's funny though. It's like Guardians of the Galaxy, except I don't care about any of the characters. That's kind of how I feel about the Suicide Squad. And Guardians of the Galaxy, I actually like give a shit about the people in the movie. That movie's just like, yeah, it's funny and it's gory. All right. Yeah. Different. Yeah, it was good. It's like, yeah, my friend, my other Dan and friend I was referring to, he lived in Wisconsin at the time. He saw it the week after me. I saw it and we got to see the episode of Beef House after the show. And when he was in Wisconsin watching it, I'm in Minnesota, by the way. Um, he saw it and John C. Riley came out like at the end of their show and did stuff. I was like, oh god damn, I'd rather see John C. Riley live than see stupid Beef House. And then in California it had to be Paul Rudd was on the stage with them. Like they pulled him out of the audience and did stuff with him. It was funny. So I got to see the lamest version of the show, but it was really funny. I still reference the show like every day at work. Like I think of something and it pops me into it. That is correct. Sylvester Stallone, Mr. Rouge One. I'm not going to say it the way you want ever, by the way, is the correct answer. Here comes Rouge One. Comes your Suicide Squad code. Hopefully it's good still. It should be. Yeah, it's good till the end of December, it says. So yeah, you should be good. The funny thing about giving away digital codes in a live stream is that like half the people in here I know have all these movies, so they don't care. So you like the original? I mean, neither of them are great, but this one's at least entertaining. I think the first one was just kind of annoying to me. It could have been good. It has things about it that I like. Yeah, that there you go. Machine Gun Joe. What was it? Yeah, because originally, like, they thought Idris Elba was replacing Will Smith, and they're like, "No, they're completely different characters." Oh, by the way, this is a completely different thing now. Like, yeah, exactly, Tony. I was like, "Yeah, Tony doesn't need any of these. He'd be answering some of these at least." Neither are yeah. I have the other one too because I bought it for like $3 brand new at Goodwill or something like that. So I was like, "Yeah, just to have." It is not at all. Well, first of all, Fargo's in North Dakota, so it's misleading to begin with. But I mean, it's accurate in the sense that yes, it was shot here, but as far as the accents go, sometimes I'm not gonna lie, like I don't sound like the characters in Fargo, but I know people who do. Let's put it that way. But yeah, we do kill a lot of people in wood chippers, though. That's for sure. That's for true. All right, here's the last one. We'll be at about 2.5 hours. This is for the my favorite, I'd say, Marvel movie from the last phase of Marvel movies. That's not Spider-Man. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness 4K. I actually like this movie. It was fun. It did what it needed to do. But yeah, what should I ask about Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness? So many questions could be asked about such a fun movie. I'll ask the best question though. Who plays the hot dog vendor in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Sam Raimi doing good. Yeah, he did. It was a very Sam Raimi movie. I was impressed with how Sam Raimi the movie was. I was like, oh, it'll just be some movie and his name's on it. But nope, it was a fantastic, fantastic movie. I won't say it's fantastic, but I mean, it's very Sam Raimi. All right. Mr. M. I think everyone in this lineup who got it right has gotten one before. So let's go who actually got it first. Mr. M. It is BBC himself, Bruce Campbell. Hope I'm sending this to the right person. It's the only one with a name that starts with an M in my recent messages. There you go. All right. Well, I said I had 18 digital copies to give away, and that's what I ended up with, assuming they all worked, which someone told me one of them didn't, which I feel bad now. Probably because of the Warner Brothers thing that people were talking about. So I could throw these away. So that's fun. I'm glad I got that Banshees one to kind of fill in the empty space. Yeah, Bruce Campbell's the best. That's why I have him behind me in both directions. If you didn't notice, I haven't watched Black Friday yet. I was like, yeah, I liked it. I got a whole bunch of movies. I'm like, oh wait, you mean the movie Black Friday with Bruce Campbell? I haven't watched it. I kept almost buying it when it was on sale just to get it, but I've heard like things about it. If I bought it, it would be solely for the fact that he's in it. So it's going to be one of those. It's got to be kind of cheap for me to want to just grab at things. I'm trying to not buy so much right now because I bought way too much crap last year. And last year I went from having no car payment to $800+ in car payments because both my cars took a shit on me. So I don't have a lot of money to buy movies with anymore. Not that I did in the first place, but at least I had more of an excuse. So that sucks. And then like a lot of and medical bills. Don't even get me started. And my water heater broke like a month ago. That was fun. Shit like that all at once because that's what happens. So yeah, not a ton of movie. I did pre-order the Superman Steelbook collection off Amazon. That is the one splurge I will probably do anytime soon. If Groove does their Father's Day sale like they did last year, I'll probably partake in that again because I bought like 12 movies from them and they averaged out to be like $7 or $8 a piece for each 4K. Two of which I've probably watched since last year. No problem. Yeah, I was like, I use them just to use them, but it's like I don't really need them, especially for stuff like Doctor Strange. It's like I have Disney Plus. I don't need the digital copy for Suicide Squad. It's like I got HBO Max. I don't need the digital copy. Well, I mooch it. I don't really have it, but a lot of them I just don't need it. A couple of them I already have, so whatever. Give them away, right? Who cares? Yes, Bruce Campbell is in Fargo. He's on the TV in the cabin in Fargo. When Steve Buscemi and Peter Stormare are there watching TV, trying to get the TV to work. He's on the TV. Yeah, do you want to marry me so I can live there with you so I don't have to have fucking medical bills? I'd love that. I'm only like 3 hours south of you. Well, like 4 or 5 hours. It's fun. It's fun. Yeah. About 15 grand worth of medical bills this year that I've had to pay. It's great. It's really cool. Good stuff. Anyways, on that fun note, uh, thanks y'all for being here. It's already late. I figured this would go about 2.5 hours, and it is. Maybe I'll watch a movie because I don't want to go to bed really. I'll just fall asleep through the movie. What should I watch? Maybe I'll watch one of these 4Ks I haven't watched yet that I opened. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it greatly, even if you came in for just a minute. And I'll send you off with just in case you weren't here in the beginning, I'll force you to watch me sing one more time before. Oh, come here. I'm trying to get these stupid banners up. There we go. I didn't even use the banners. They're so inconvenient. Why are they on a different page than everything else? I don't get that. Here comes my my intro song, just to annoy.
Talk, shop, pop, movies. When I wake up, Yeah, you know I'm gonna stream about the films I like to view. And when I go out, yeah, you know I'm gonna shoot a bunch of shelves all filled with blue. And when I come home, yeah, you know I'm gonna geek about award season to you. And I finally hit 500 subs, and I hope to get 500 more, just to monetize when I hit 1,000 subs and sell some crap in a stupid merch store. Convicted. Cinephile. Convicted. Cinephile.